Every single time WWE goes off the air, we go live here on the Joe Cronin Show. I want to hear from you guys. Hit that sub button down below, hit the like button, and stick that thumb directly up my ass. We are going to take your phone calls tonight and everything else. Stay tuned, and we'll get into this stuff. Oh, I got something big to tell you guys tonight. Kairi Sane. The Kabuki Warriors. My God, Sasha Banks is hot. Oh my God, Sasha Banks is hot as hell, dude. Woo. Woo. Ric Flair tonight. How about that? If you are in the chat right now, every single time WWE yourself in the face. Everybody in the chat, wake up.
You ridiculous.
Shut up, you filthy animal.
You're a filthy animal. You guys hear that? Bunch of filthy animals in the chat. You guys are all filthy animals for watching Monday Night Raw tonight. Is the alert going out? Let's hope so. What's up, everybody? Hope you guys are doing well. Jake DeMarco in the house. What's up, baby?
Kind of an odd show to all over the place.
Whoa, you sound like you're underwater. Hang on a minute. I don't know if it's me or you, but it could be me. Hey, now. Try it again. Say something again.
If that works, that sound better?
Oh, yeah. You sound like you were, like, being drowned by WWE Raw a minute ago.
Close enough, but this wasn't a horrible night. Wasn't a good night either. It was just some things had turned out better than they had any right to be, but nothing to blow you away or really make you look forward to the pay-per-view Sunday. So
yeah, it was
troubling indeed.
It was a blah night to me. I don't know if it was like worthy of whatever the hell this one guy said on Twitter about R-Truth and a shotgun, but it wasn't good, man. I mean, it wasn't
Yikes.
fun. Yeah, it was weird. I was like, whoa. I don't want to call him out, but it was weird. He knows who he is. And then he called the audience a bunch of and I don't know.
Oh, Jesus. So
yeah.
He's doubling down there.
Yeah, I don't know, man. That was those two together would freak me out. But I had never heard MVP and Bobby Lashley with their little name that they've created. Is that new? It sounds good.
I believe it was a couple weeks ago that they started to
call themselves that.
But it also could just be that I remember the news being then too, and it might not have been on TV yet.
Right.
It all kind of blurs together at this point, honestly.
I just didn't remember it. I was like, I didn't know they had a cool little name for that. How about the Cannonball show with The Miz getting better ratings than WWE? I don't remember exactly what those ratings are now, but they're
I don't have it in front of me,
ratings.
but I did read the headline that, oh yeah, look at that, Miz is the true hero that we've all been missing out on.
He might be, dude. Like, this is like, he's killing it. Like, he's really, like, he's mediocre at everything to me. Like, he's like a mediocre at everything guy. But when it comes to Raw, it's so bad that, whatever. But, the good news is, everybody, is I did my taxes today, and that means that now I can focus on cleaning my office and getting this room back to what it used to look like. Jake, do you remember when I had lived here long enough that I kept working on this room and building it up, and it got to the point where my room looked insane. Like, I had video monitors everywhere. I looked like I was in a studio. Like, I worked all the way up to that, and then the flood thing happened, and then I had
A little bit of water took you back down, but hopefully you can get it back up because it was looking real professional. You had the backdrops, the monitors in front.
Now I got a green screen behind me. It's like, what happened to this, dude? Like, if you go back to Raw review from, like, I don't know, man, when it was, but
in the past year,
like, I looked insane in here.
Yeah, you just looked very professional.
Yeah, dude, and also that the fans were all here. All the listeners were here. We were packed in. Go back to this is January. 11,000 views. You know, the show's popping off here at the beginning. We're flipping out.
U.S. Corona.
We got the good backdrop. Everything's looking nice. Where's my zoom out? Give me my zoom out. Give me my zoom out. We got to get it. We got to remember it. Yeah, there it is. There's the zoom out. Look at that. Look at that shot right there. Looking great. We got to get back to that.
Soundwave said you were in a bunker. That's a good look.
Yeah, I got to get back to that. So I don't know what the hell I'm doing here. What is this? What is this? What's going on here?
When you're trying to edit a video. That's the face I hell? See.
What the hell was I doing here?
Drooling.
What was going on in January? Good Lord, what the frig? E-murder with the $50 donation at that time. What's up, chat? How you guys doing? I hope you guys somewhat enjoyed Monday Night Raw tonight. If you were somebody who loved Raw tonight, I wish I was you. But if you thought Raw was pretty good, that's pretty cool too, man. I'm glad you guys enjoyed it. If that's the case. I guess did we go down a minute ago or something like that? We have a little lag or something. It don't look like we had a lag or something like that. Yo, we here? We good? What's up, everybody?
We're still live.
We have less people watching than about 3 minutes ago. I think we dropped to some lag or something. I don't know. Anyway, we're back. What's up, everybody? How you doing? I think we had a refresh.
Maybe.
It was an epic rant. Okay. So anyway, yeah, we must have had lag because even my Xbox just freaked out. Maybe it was the internet. Something wrong with your internet.
There's been an issue with my Comcast all day.
Oh, really?
Past few days, actually, where it just cuts out and then comes back, and then all day today it cuts out. About a half an hour later, it comes back. They're working on some lines up the street, but
right, yeah.
Even when they're not working on it, it's still causing an issue. We keep losing connection.
Yeah, a lot of people had a blip. It could have been YouTube, to be honest, but you never know with these things. But,
yeah, ours is actually a construction type physical thing, but still, it's a pain in the ass.
That's crazy, man. That's crazy. Yeah. So which one? What do you want to hit first? The beginning. Just start from the beginning of Raw.
Yeah, I guess we just start right at the top of the show. We come right into MVP hosting the VIP lounge, and his special guest this week is the kindest man he's ever met, Dolph Ziggler. And MVP is really laying on the grease thick here, trying to butter up Dolph and make him sound like the best thing since sliced bread, really praising him highly for everything.
You ever notice how clearly we found so many different people from my community and the people we've met who are crazy over the years? They've all got the same mentality of creating heels and talking trash about people when you're like, that's just not true. They are so wrestling fans because this is exactly what people like that do. It's like they want to be wrestlers so bad or whatever that they create their own storylines about people, like Dolph Ziggler, who's
just
clearly
made it in real life.
yeah, like Dolph Ziggler's clearly a heel, but you treat him like you're the great guy. It's just funny. It's very similar. That's why people are like that, because it's the wrestling community, man. And we're so bored right now with COVID that people are probably really losing their minds. But yeah, man,
they are absolutely.
I think MVP's more interesting than Dolph.
Oh, hands down, that's a truth.
Yeah, I'd rather see. I mean,
I have no interest in Dolph Ziggler at all whatsoever. I haven't in ages, and it's unfortunate. But he could have been something. And now his entire career to me just feels like a clone of a bad amalgamation mix of Billy Gunn and Shawn Michaels.
Yeah, like the guy who is shorter and not quite as good.
Pretty much, just never quite got there. Because he was over with the crowd a few times. I mean, one of the times when he cashed in was such an ovation. It's in the top 10 for crowd reactions.
Oh yeah, we'll never forget the Alberto Del Rio cash in. That was crazy. Yep. Yeah, I don't think that. I think that I want to see the match because I feel like they could have a good match. So I'm kind of excited to see the match, but for only the reason that the chemistry could be good with these guys, maybe. But the build-up, again, like I said, I am not interested in any build-up with him. And the minute you hear he's involved in something, you're kind of like, oh, God, oh, my God. Because we say it every week on this show. Unfortunately, we're repeating ourselves every week. We're just not entertained by Dolph much, you know. He's a good speaker.
Ah! Oh, wait, you got to do that little girlish scream that happens in between every single WWE moment tonight. That little, ah!
Oh, my
scream.
God. The best was the guy who was like,
interrupting the announcers and everything.
You suck!
So bad.
Because they're getting bored. They're out there bored in the crowd. They're trolling people.
Well, no, I'm talking about, never mind the crowd, but the horror show. They have that stupid little animated sound that happens every time that they cut between, and it's like a horror movie scream.
Oh, man.
Like a girl screaming, somewhat high-pitched. If I heard that one more time tonight, I was going to lose my mind.
I am glad I did not hear that. I just didn't notice it. And it might be because I had my speakers on low and it was on the floor. I'm at the point where the commentary, I got to turn it down. I can't deal with the commentary, man. I'm like, yeah, let me just turn this commentary down, bro. You know, I can't deal with that. Whatever you just did. Yeah, that's exactly right. Is there anything about Raw that, well, I don't know. I don't know, man.
There really is nothing that stands out that is exemplary. I mean, when we look towards the horror show, the only thing I'm somewhat interested in is a swamp match that's going to happen. We don't know the stipulation for Dolph Ziggler and Drew McIntyre yet, and we know that McIntyre is going to retain.
Right.
Obviously, they have plans with McIntyre to go against Orton at SummerSlam. So McIntyre is going to retain, so that kind of takes the mystery away from there. I mean, I can't envision them at all, even a 1% chance, giving Dolph the title right now.
Yeah,
it seems like suicide to me.
No, this is like one of those stepping stone matches to me.
Absolutely. That's exactly what it is. So there's that in a nutshell. Not exciting. And what else do we have to look forward to? That's it at this point. If you're not a huge Sasha and Bailey fan or advocate, or if you don't enjoy seeing them on TV, you're screwed right now because they're on every Raw, SmackDown, and NXT show currently.
Right.
The two of them are playing triple duty right now. So if you really want to see some diversity in the women's division or see other people get a chance, forget about it.
Right.
It's just those two are getting every opportunity. And not to say that they don't deserve it. They've worked hard, but I feel like we see the same things over and over and over again.
They're riding it out, baby. They're riding it out. Chat, what's going on, chat? How are you tonight? Chat. MVP is believable. Disgruntled old vet trying to turn young faces evil. I don't know. It's not even that. Like, that wouldn't even be believable to me. What's believable to me is that MVP is trying to get shine, trying to get money, and he's trying to do it by utilizing all these other guys. Similar to how like the cancer, what is it called? Susan B. Komen or whatever. They use cancer so that they can all have jobs because they failed at life. So they use cancer to spread the word of cancer, breast cancer, and they don't actually really help. They just spread the awareness, and by spreading the awareness, they can collect 30% of the funds and have a career. It's a great idea. It'd be like if tomorrow I was like, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to spread child abuse awareness. And I created a website, created a thing, and I called it Child Abuse Awareness. And please donate today. And I spread awareness by going and marching and giving speeches about it. And then people donated $1 million, and I kept $100,000 for myself. And I was like, I make $100,000 a year or $200,000 a year. But I wouldn't say that. I would just say I work for a childhood awareness company. So that's what MVP wants to do, man. He wants to be like, listen, I have the skills. I can coach you. I can do this. And in exchange, I'm going to make money, right? So I'm going to make that money. He's a manager. He's a sales guy. That's now what he does. Like a guy signing a band and then giving him to a record label for 15%. That's his role. And if they played up more on the idea of that, I mean, that to me is the motivation I always put in my head, even though they don't tell you really what it is 100%. But in my make-believe head, why would this guy want to build some kind of stable and build some kind of thing? I just pretend in my mind that, oh, well, you know, they pay him for his, you know, to be part of his stable. And if his guy wins the title and his guy now makes, you know, $10,000 every time he defends the belt, well, he gets like a percentage of the money because he's the manager and he's the guy in charge. So I don't know, man. it's basically what I envision for myself when I see that stuff. Here comes
Shut up and bend over.
Bend over.
Finish it.
Oh my God, don't finish it. Please don't finish it.
I'm going to finish it.
Holy shit. Oh my God. Scavenger, what up, Scabby? Give us that Monday Night Raw love.
Main event was pretty okay, I guess. Was too busy staring at Asuka's tits to be sure.
I gotta tell you, I don't know how you could be staring at Asuka tonight, Scavenger. Sasha Banks was friggin' drop dead hot tonight. Like, she was a gorgeous person in that ring tonight. But I think all those women are pretty. But here's the thing. The match was pretty good. The match was not too bad, Scavenger. Scavenger, thanks for the $10. Yeah, it was pretty
better than it had any right to be. That's what I'm saying to begin with.
Yeah, we were watching it like, oh man, like these people again. You know, you were kind of thinking like them again. Here we go. By the way, Scavenger is the top dono right now. Scavenger, thank you, my friend. I'll put you on the board. Hey, Scavenger, you reminded me too, man. Big shout out last night. Sith Neegan dropped 10,000 bits on my Diablo 3 Season 21 stream on Sunday Night Gaming. Thank you.
Crazy bastard.
Crazy dude, and pump me up, man. All you guys last night pumped me up. Scavenger, thanks for the $10. Yeah, what do you think, man? Let's go right. Let's jump to the main event while it's fresh in our minds. I guess I don't know. It's pretty good.
Yeah, much better than it had any right to be. The women did a really good job. You know, there was a good amount of back and forth.
What do you think about Kairi Sane? I thought she was leaving. You think this is all?
I'm very baffled by the fact that she's still around. And I said that as soon as she came out to myself. I'm like, so much for her, you know, distancing herself from the company and wanting to be done. But it seemed like she had signed off on that rumor. Like I thought she was going back to Japan, but
maybe she still is. Maybe she agreed to like finish up something, or
that's my thought. Maybe she'll finish this story because they wanted to write her off TV, and they were going to injure her to write her off TV. But then she was actually injured by Nia Jax, so they didn't go through with it. And that was the last I had heard.
So now it almost feels like maybe they asked her, like, "Hey, could you stick around maybe a little bit till this and
finish this through the pay-per-view, and then you can make your great egress?"
And she probably said yeah to that, like, okay, yeah, I'll do that. And it's too bad because I thought we really could have gotten. It's not because I guess it's not really because she's Japanese, but because, you know, the language barrier. Like, she kind of had the mystique of a guy like I know Hakushi, like he didn't speak any English, and he was like the Ricochet of back then, I guess. I don't know. And, you know, she kind of had that, I thought, that ability to maybe be in a couple of good matches as a solo face. Yeah. Like we seen her in NXT. And I feel like if we don't see her, I don't know, man, it's just another waste of talent. I mean, the WWE clearly doesn't have any of the top guys. They don't have top tier people. They don't have any A tiers or S tiers or whatever you want to call it. If it's an A tier, A plus, or A minus, there's no A. There is no A in WWE, but they have a whole bunch of B's and C's, and then D's as well. But they don't have any A tier talent. They have a ton of like exciting cruiserweight, light heavyweight, and mid card talent. That's what they have, and they have no A tier.
They don't have anybody that stands out head and shoulders above the rest.
I mean,
Orton mentioned this out of nowhere, you know, that Kairi's contract ends in August. I believe that was correct. Someone in the chat had said it. And I know we talked about that then, thus adding to the speculation, but she could just be forced to finish out time and then be done. But I haven't heard anything about her re-signing. Everybody's focused on Adam Cole, and I don't think he's going anywhere. But
in NXT, yeah, I can't believe that would happen.
I can't see him going to the main roster just yet. I think it's going to be eventually, but
yeah, I think he'll come eventually. But I think they're just in this battle with AEW, and I don't think they want to lose guys that, you know, like a lot of the NXT people are watching NXT for Adam Cole. There's people I'm watching for Adam Cole. I'm watching for Keith Lee. I'm watching for Tegan and Knox, and who's the other girl that she had that match with now? I'm watching both of them now. Dakota Kai and her had that match, so like I'm watching both those girls now. I'm like, if they're in a match, I'm like, I want to see that because they had such a good match against each other going back to the beginning of the year. So now it's like, oh, they're in a match, dude, sign me up. I want to see that. Yeah. So that's really good news for NXT.
Super chat. Party.
He is the Spanish God.
Jake freaking DeMarco.
Jacob, Fuego.
Making it hot.
Hot. Jacob Fuego, thank you for the $1.99 super chat party, man. What's up? Shout out to New Jersey. Last time I was there, I smelled the stink of Grim myself. What's up to the chat, man? Hey, here's another question. Before COVID hit, we were averaging 1,200 viewers every Raw review.
Yeah, every time.
Do you think when this stuff finally goes away maybe, and there's an arena again full of people, do you think the JCS ratings will go back? Will we have 1,000 people watching this channel again like we had for 4 years straight?
I truly believe it. I think people's interest is just not there right now. A lot of people just don't care about wrestling without an audience.
They're taking a time out.
Without them traveling, yeah. So they're taking a break. They want wrestling to have an off season. Well, they made it their own off season by just taking a brief vacation from it. And I honestly believe that it will go back. It won't be an immediate rush, but it will come back and it'll kind of swell up over time.
Do you here's the problem. Here's what I am worried about though. Do you also think, because I think I am worried about this, I think when people come back to the arena and things go back to normalish, won't go back normal, but normalish, I think the damage has been done in that probably to me, I think 40 to 50% of the audience won't come back. Like not just to my show, but I mean to wrestling.
You think they're done in general? Like
I think they lost 40% to maybe half. Maybe half won't come back. So the Raw ratings, if it gets... but even if it does, even if they do come back and they lose half their viewership and they come back, then they'll start to... I feel like it will still start to dwindle because before COVID, we were still talking about the ratings going down every year. So we knew this was coming anyway. This was just like a super jump start to that. But yeah, I just don't feel like I don't know, man.
I don't think it would, like you said, exactly there. A super jumpstart. It was such a drastic turnaround and a quick dissension. You know, all the numbers dropped very, very quickly because of COVID, as where it would have just continued to dwindle down little by little. But I also feel like your show would have continued to gain more traction, so that would have went up as the TV numbers would have went down. But the coronavirus made everything just plummet. So
Yeah, you're right. They were already tarping shit too in the chat. We were talking about tarps every week. The tarps. But no, I would say that
time to lay the tarps.
Yeah, man, and for the people, this goes right into that handbook from back in the day. People a year ago, 2 years ago, 3 years ago. I've heard it since I started doing the reviews, man. The people that used to say, "Man, you just want WWE to fail, don't you?" And it's like, dude, I don't. And I told you at the time, I don't want them to fail. I want them to do better. I'll get a bigger audience if they can do better, and I can talk about 70% positive about the product and 30% negative, people want to hear that more. They don't want to hear 70 to 80% negative and 20% positive. You guys, all of us, would way rather talk 70% positive and speculate about what they could or couldn't do, and then do 30% criticizing what they did wrong. That would be the ideal number to me. 70% positive, but like excitement about what's going to happen and going on. And then 30%, maybe we're talking negatively about everything. We don't want to be 90% negative. That's what we've been. We don't want to be that way.
We don't want that. We want to enjoy ourselves.
We're missing 600 live viewers right now. You know what I mean? I don't want that. What do you think? Do you think I want to lose my house and my kids not to eat? Like, you're stupid. I want the WWE to rule. I want the WWE to gain 5 million new fans tomorrow. And then guess what? This chat may have 3,000 people in it watching me live. I want that to happen.
It's cool to hate things, but I would much rather enjoy myself while watching something than have to, feign miserable or whatnot. I would love to be fully entertained regularly.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, they're just, and I try and give them more of a relaxed reviewing, knowing that, all right, it's COVID, they're stuck with the pandemic, there's only so much they can do. But even with who they have in-house and the abilities that they can, procure and get done for things, we've seen what they can do off-site. And, I mean, you look at some of the WrestleMania matches, those were great. We can get more of that. They're just unwilling to change.
Right. I don't. It's like they really won't, man. I don't know when the Raw, when they'll change. When do they change? If it took, not to go back on this a million times over, but if they took the water coolers, that was the thing that got them to change. The water coolers, what would it take? Because they won't come for the water coolers this time. That will take like 10 years. But let's say what we could see is what, 900K? Is 800,000? What's the amount?
I think a big hit to them would be if USA wants to talk about canceling or reneging on a contract. If they want to go and change terms, or that would be any change in their TV due to ratings. That would be a huge blow for them, because right now they're still skating by. So if it got low enough to where they'd have to renegotiate their contract, I think that would be the water cooler moment for this day.
I think that I don't know, man. I'm wondering, like, it took what did it take? It took under 2.8 million for them to go to the middle of the ring 2 years ago and say that they're going to do better.
Yeah, we're wrong. Things need to change. We're going to give you what you, the fans, want.
Yeah.
We're still waiting.
They did barely anything. Like, after you heard that, and by the way, Dash and Dawson talked about this on Jericho's podcast. They said, we heard that, and we were like, oh, man, maybe things are going to change for us, and all these things are going to go down. Like, this is crazy. That sounds like, wow, it looks like something's really going to happen this time. And then Triple H kind of was saying that to them, like, there's this big thing coming. And then nothing really changed. There was a slight change. Like, basically what happened was there was a tiny little, like almost like they kind of are giving the cruiserweight people a little more of a chance. And they like fired a lot of people and hired and shuffled around jobs, but nothing really has changed. It would be like a level up in a video game. Instead of leveling up a full level or 10 levels, you think like, oh man, I just got this crazy new weapon, I'm going to level up like crazy. And instead all you do is like a slight bit of damage more, and you're like, oh, that really wasn't. Yeah, that's that exactly.
All that for nothing.
They made it sound like the whole, like, that sounded to me
like it was going to be an all-new show, basically.
Well, yeah, but what I thought of was the night that Vince McMahon came on to Raw and said, we know you're you're tired of this blasé like family show. We're going to give you the Raw. And you were like, oh my God, what is he talking about? And then it became the Attitude Era.
Yeah,
that was like their warning that we're going there. We're going to go really different than we've been. And that's what I thought them standing in the ring, all as the McMahons, was doing. And it was the biggest, like, false, like, it was I don't know what to call it, like a sales pitch that was bullshit. Like, none of it came true. Like, what?
Advertising?
Like, I don't even know, like, just it's not, there's a better word for it. Somebody will probably think of it in the chat, but they basically got everyone's hopes up and then never delivered at all.
They gaslit the audience with that pretty hard, too, because they got everybody really to reel back their complaints for a little bit, to be like, oh, you got to give it a chance because they said they're changing, so you got to be open-minded and actually give, change takes time. So they bought themselves a few more weeks until Mania as well.
Right. That's what we always said. And then again and again and again, we were like, okay, now they're changing something else. Okay, maybe this is the time. Maybe
and
that's the time.
And then they got into the WrestleMania season, so they got to kind of skate by yet again. They had some legends return and things like that, so it worked out favorably. And then they were getting, a 4 rating for some of their shows and whatnot, like right before Mania. And then next thing you know, nothing. And it drops out from underneath yet again, so...
Hey, man, thanks for hitting that button and becoming a member. I'm going to hit you guys up with those membership thank yous in a minute. Thank you very much for going down below and dropping the membership, guys. If you guys really love what we do, me and Jake are going to have a podcast this week. We're going to have 2 podcasts. One is wrestling-related. One is not wrestling-related. So make sure you sign up on Patreon. If you missed Corrupted Podcast Saturday, Tommy was in rare form with Jesse and me. It's one of the better ones in the last couple weeks. Sign up on Patreon. We're back to 328 patrons, and love to see you guys over there.
People were raving about this episode. So
yeah, it was. I'm glad people liked it. Will Tactics, what up, brother? Guz617 says letdown. Yeah, Guz, what up? 617. I always love Guz because he's got my area code. And can we see some Red Sox, man? I want some Red Sox and Bruins. I want some hockey, man. I'll watch any hockey. I'll watch the goddamn Panthers versus the Flyers. I don't care who it is. Just give me some sports. Let me go to the donos real quick again, guys. We're going to play the donations. If you're super chatting, awesome, we're going to play them. That's sick. If you're Streamlabs and Twitch alerts, down in the description box below, all the amounts are listed. That's awesome. If you don't have money but you want to say something and we don't see your chat, call us, 339-226-6610 on Skype. That's free, so call us on Skype. If obviously if you don't have money, I don't want you to give money when you don't have it. Don't do that. Just call. But obviously we need help, so if you donate, much appreciated as always. The links are down below. Speaking of donos, Scavenger with the top $10 on that JCS title, a digital championship. And shout out to the queen if she's in the chat. Her name is Amanda Carmen. She's the queen of the wheel for the week. She won it on Monetize This. And she has a vibrator in her pants. Let's go to the first. Oh my God! Wait a minute.
Up in space. There's
Holy hell.
going on up
God.
in this place. There's something
Oh,
weird
no, he's
kinda
here!
happening, strange kinda happening, things are kinda happening. What the fuck is happening? Aliens, extraterrestrials. They gave me a shot. Nanotechnology. I'm not me. You're not you. I'm fucking crazy. Split personality. Scott McKinnon.
Tonight wasn't much to hate besides being retarded lol. It wasn't terrible or good 4/10. I actually got a laugh from the Owens and Seth eye patch skit. Randy versus Big Show in an unsanctioned match in 2020 is a Kevin Nash quad moment waiting.
Yes, it is, Soundwave.
Thank you, Soundwave. Soundwave, you are now the champion. Thank you, Soundwave 92. He is hot. Yo, Soundwave 92, man, that is a bomb drop, dude. Thank you for that. Are you ready, Jake? Are you ready to fucking go?
I am ready.
I'm sorry.
Drop those bombs, baby.
But no, you know what? You know what I like the most about tonight?
Soundwave's donation.
Well, yeah. Yeah, because I did my taxes today, and I'm gonna need it. I'll talk about that.
What did you enjoy the most out of Raw?
Everyone's asking me about that. I'll talk about it on Patreon. I don't want to talk about it here because it comes off as like I just don't want to do it. It's weird. Ric Flair. So Rick, I don't know why.
Yeah.
It's so weird, dude. I mean, every week we go, why is this man in the building? Like, get this guy to his house before he's in hospice on Corona. Like, get him out of there, man. Why is Ric Flair there? Even
he sounded like a dying man giving his farewell speech to his long lost son that he hasn't seen.
Oh my God, dude! The
way he was talking to Big Show, it was like, "I'm dying, but you're a good man."
I don't know why, dude. I liked it. I liked when he came to the ring and he was like, no,
I'm talking about the backstage thing he did with Big Show.
Oh, okay.
When he came to the ring, it was better, but the backstage part with Big Show, honestly sounded like he was on his, death's door, and he was giving final advice to Big Show.
I'd give the backstage one like 5 out of 10, but I'd give the stage one where he goes, "I got good news for you. He's just gonna RKO you," or whatever. When he said that, dude, I was like,
that was funny, and that was much better.
I don't know why, but I laughed at that. It's stupid. Probably nobody else did. Like, it probably just zoomed over people's heads. But to me, I don't know why I was in a weird mood. And I was
I thought that was funny as well.
God damn, it was funny to me. By the way, Charlotte came out with the reason, of course, her lopsided boob job. That's why she's going to get work done.
Yeah,
that's why she's going away.
Noted quite some time ago.
Yeah. She came out and said it, though, because she was, like, getting crapped on. She's like, I'll just come out and say it.
Official. Good for her, though. She feels like she needs to change something. Obviously, it wasn't right the first time.
We make fun of Charlotte for a lot of things. Like, I'm not really ready. I'm not, I don't really care. Like, I'm not even making fun of it. It's like, yeah, you went and got your boobs done. They're huge. They didn't come out right. People noticed. You probably got sick of that. You paid a lot of money. Why would you want to be walking around? Now it's a meme how your titties look everywhere. Like, that's not what you want. I probably, if I was her, I probably wouldn't have gotten that big of boobs. Like, I just feel like she's going to get hurt, but, I don't know anything. So I don't know. I don't really get to say much about it, man. Whatever makes her happy. I mean, we probably are going to make some jokes, but whatever makes her happy as a person is fine with me. But
exactly.
But she's going to lose some significant time here from this.
Keith said she needed an oil change and a reboot. She needs to be updated to the latest OS.
Well, think about this: the average male, the average guy's career in WWE, what is it? 5 years. The average male career overall of everybody is it 5? Is it 3? I don't even know. A woman, it's less. It's like 1 or 2 years.
It could be. Usually, I think it goes like for 3 years is pushing it.
Right. So to
so
to lose to lose
take a break and then kind of recharge her batteries while getting personal work done. I think it's a smart idea.
And she's about my age too. I think she's like 31 or something, or 33.
Somewhere around there. And what happened with her being on all the shows is the same problem right now with Sasha and Bailey. Because it's just going to be an oversaturation entirely. I mean, they're getting overexposed, and if you don't love those two, it's going to be a problem because they're going to be on every single show continually. And yeah, they're putting out good work, but like I said, again, I had no interest in seeing them take on the Kabuki Warriors. The match was better than it had any right to be, but that still doesn't excite me to watch the finale to Raw. And that's the problem Charlotte had. That's good reason that she went away for now. Let the fans miss her, because she was on Raw, then NXT, then SmackDown, constantly on every show, continually shuffling around for months and months on end. So since the Rumble, I feel like she's been on all 3 shows.
Yeah, she was like super. It was weird. Like, it was almost like they were like, all right, let's use her everywhere we can before she goes away. So now that kind of seems like maybe that's what they were doing. Like, let's get the most out of her before she goes, knowing she's going to leave there or go there or whatever it is. I don't know.
I mean, maybe that could have been it, but it's a good thing that she left, though. Hopefully the fans will miss her, and, distance makes the heart grow fonder.
Yeah, so she doesn't have much time left, man. So the point is, like, she doesn't have much time left. Like, I mean, like, what does she have left?
Go ahead and get all she can out of it now.
And maybe that's why they try to, like, boost her up with these titles. Like let's get her as many as we can, because she's going to... We don't know what's going to happen. Like, she could be done in the next couple of years. She could decide, I want a baby. Like, I'm going to get...
Yeah.
How
now that Becky did it, they'll have a hard time saying no to anybody else, I guarantee.
I mean, you almost would want to get pregnant. Like, I mean, you can't, because you're going to have major surgery on your boobies. I don't think you can do that. But, I mean, how long until she wants a baby, though? I mean, seriously, if she wants a baby...
I think she can get pregnant after the fact. I mean, obviously. But.
I mean, dude, like, women, like, you don't want to have a kid in your 40s. That you can't do that. It's like risky. You don't want to do that.
It's very daring.
And it becomes
a lot of complications for just the mother alone, never mind the child. So.
It can become tough after 35, right? Like after 35 and after, it can become that you shouldn't be having kids even then, right? Sort of. So I don't know, bro. If you want to have kids, she's getting down to the end of the timeline here.
Yeah, the clock's really ticking, and you're not wrong. Over 40 makes it an issue. And that's the thing. The men can have relations and continue to have children and build up their families without missing any TV time. The women can't have that luxury, so they need to plan accordingly.
CR's in the chat like raid. Thanks for the raid mixtape. So yeah, I don't know, man. Like it's a weird situation.
Yeah, tell them raid the like button. I like that. My favorite to keep with the women's division. My favorite thing for tonight was seeing Shayna Baszler back on TV and Bianca Belair.
I don't know. Shayna cringed me out, dude.
I didn't like the segment. I was not a fan of the segment at all, so I sound like I'm such a contradicting asshole here, but I'm just happy she's back, if that makes sense. I didn't like the ninjas and the Kira Tozawa and all that nonsense, but seeing her come out, beat the hell out of 3 ninjas, as stupid as it is, I was like, all right, at least she's still a badass, and I liked what she said on the mic at the end. You know, she's like, I've been patient, I let everyone have their fun, I'm done now. All the weak-minded female champions have been fooling themselves, and they think they're in control. Well, I'm back to shatter the illusion. And I was like, damn, she's like, I am that reality. I liked the promo from her. I thought it was believable and pretty poignant. So
I don't know who she reminds me of, but when Shayna Baszler talks, she reminds me of somebody, and I can't think of who it is, and it's not good, whatever it is. It's like, I can't explain it, man. She sounds like a child or something, or like doesn't sound mean. She sounds goofy. And she's like old. Isn't she like 37 or 38 or something?
Yeah, she's up there. She might even be 39.
Good God, man. She sounds like an 18-year-old or something. I'm here. You've all been waiting in the back.
She's 39.
Well, I've been munching on bacon Like, it was just weird. Like, I was like, what the fuck are you saying right now? It was, I don't know, man.
And Charlotte is 34, so.
Charlotte's 34, yeah. So she's fucking about to not have a kid ever. And Baszler is not having no kid. Because people can see her face. No, I'm just kidding. No, I'm just messing around. No, but I like Shayna. That's terrible. No, I'd bang her. No, I'm just kidding. No, she's hot down there. No, but Baszler's cool. It's just her promo, like it was just weird. I was like, oh man, this ain't gonna help. I was listening to her promo.
This one I enjoyed, oddly enough. Usually I can kind of see where people are coming from. They find her a little bit cringy, but tonight I liked what she had to say.
God damn, I didn't. I certainly did not. Yo, unknown caller, what's up? Unknown caller, hello. All right. 0 for 1, baby. I forgot I had the Skype ringing on.
But why call if you're not going to say
Mike Tyson Mike Tyson sounds like a badass, dude. You ever hear Mike Tyson? He might have the voice of a fucking, like a goddamn squeaky midget, but he sounded awesome, dude. He's like, I smack your face and I'll kill you. I'll kill your kids. I'll eat your kids.
It becomes believable. Yeah, it's weird.
I'll suck your blood out with a straw and then rape your family, motherfucker. Like, I mean, that was like, oh my God, dude, this guy's awesome.
Crazy. What he says, he means.
Yeah.
All the crazy shit coming out of his mouth, he'll back up.
Yeah, and not only that, but the fact that he said that craziness in that voice was scarier. Like, it was like creepier the way he said it. What'd you say, you white ass? I'll skin your white body. I'll smack your asshole and I'll break babies in half in front of you. Like, it was like, what the fuck, dude? This guy's crazy. It's like Ronda. Yeah, really. Ronda Rousey was like that when she grabbed the mic, clearly like unscripted for the most part, but with like bullet
points. No more
Mrs.
Nice Bitch. Yeah, she would.
Yeah, she would just start.
Damn the man and screw the woo.
She had that planned, obviously, that part, but she was rambling, like, and she was just like unhinged almost.
Yeah, Soundwave's right. You know, he's got the voice of a toddler and the aura of a tiger.
Yeah,
that is true. Tyson.
I got the voice of a tiger, but I'll skin your nutsack off, and then I'll fuck your wife with it, and then I'll raise your kids and then kill them in front of you, motherfucker. Wow. Like, that's like, oh my God, dude, oh, this guy is crazy. So remember when he became a Muslim? Then he was super crazy. He was like, I'll eat your dick, Allah, motherfucker. Like, it was like, what the Dude, I would pay money if we could get the old Mike Tyson to cut promos in WWE or AEW. God. Imagine that. What'd you say, Jericho? What'd you say? I'll shove a hockey stick up your asshole. I'll go back there and I'll take a video of Tony Khan fucking cucking out the men in the locker room and I'll fucking smash his head off a rock. Like, dude, I would
kill that.
I'd never stop watching AEW if that guy was cutting promos like that. I'd be like, dude, I gotta watch. This is why nobody watches. Like, this is one of the reasons. None of the fucking promos are that good, bro. Yeah, none of the promos are good, bro.
And they kind of did the, little tease there with Tyson and AEW anyways with Jericho. Now we got to see if that ever amounts to anything.
People probably watch New Japan Pro Wrestling, and then they had anybody who watches both is out of their mind right now, you know what I mean? But luckily the women had a good main event tonight for the most part. It was all right. I didn't like it going in, and then the match was good. Sasha was hot, but yeah. New Japan just killed it. So if people were watching New Japan and then flipping over to WWE, clearly it's a different style. Obviously, you're not gonna.
Oh, it's so hard to compare.
Yeah, but I mean, New Japan's doesn't quite have the stories that I like, but it has the wrestling, so that's cool. WWE kind of has the overall everything, but. Nothing is going above a 7 or a 6 to me, so that's the problem, and I just feel...
Most times it's less, sadly.
I'm triggered, bro.
I don't blame you. Yeah, I mean, the Viking Raiders took on Andrade and Angel Garza tonight in the opening match, their first match after we got over, everything beforehand. We saw them in the back with Charlie, and Charlie just... She has to be, like, love-struck by all these wrestlers. You notice that? That's kind of how they have her now. Where she just like instantly is googly eyed over the male wrestlers. It's very weird.
Whoa. Did you say
googly eyed?
Oh God. I don't think you can say that anymore. Wait, who are you talking about?
Charlie Caruso. They make her seem like she's just so in love. She's talking to Angel Garza.
I thought you were talking about one of the Asian women. I was like, no, stop that. Oh my God, bro.
No slantism here.
Cancel culture coming for you.
Oh, they're knocking at the door at this point.
I mean, you're so white, you look like a pig. Right
And I
now.
know it's like, oh, but Angel Garza flirts, but she does it, I feel like, at other times too, where it's not just Garza, where she does the whole like moony-eyed look.
Right.
I don't know. It just feels less than professional. So, and again, that's a nitpick, but
Yeah.
she just always looks very
Well,
unprofessional.
It's just
in my eyes.
nobody looks right in the backstage. It all looks so fake. Like, oh, over here, like it's the worst. Like, you could shoot something where it's like real life, and I don't know why, but every woman they line up in the back is terrible. Every single one of them. Going back to Daisy Fuentes or Dasha Fuentes, who's in AEW now, she's not good there either. We made fun of her the other night. So for all the people in the WWE D-riders out there who are like, oh, Joe, you never crap on AEW. Yes, I did. She was not good in AEW the other night. Like, what was it, weeks ago? She was like, we have to get an interview with someone in the back, and it looked so terrible. She was like, oh, wait, here's Cody or something, and it was like really goofy. Yeah. So I was like, nope, that's the same suck that I saw from her in WWE. But the difference is they do something different with her on AEW every week. So there is something different. She's not good, but they do something different with her. In WWE, the line is, when we come back from something crazy happening, the line is, well, it certainly is chaotic here tonight on Raw. Earlier, I spoke to, and now here's my guest, this person. That's what they're told to say. Here's my guest, Rusev. Here's my guest, AJ Styles. And they say it like that. They don't even talk normal. They all talk like a robot reporter, like AJ Styles. Like why can't they be like, well, it certainly is chaotic tonight on Monday Night Raw, and it could be continuing to be that way tonight. But right now, my guest is AJ Styles. AJ, tonight you were like, that sounds like an announcer, not fucking, well, it certainly is chaotic tonight on Raw. And now, please welcome my guest at this time, Rusev. Like, what the fuck is that? Like, you delivered this like a retarded robot. And,
exactly.
And it's still it's the same thing. We're seeing Charlie Caruso do the same thing. They all do the same thing because whoever's directing it is telling them to do it that way. It can't be that 7 different women all do the same thing.
It just feels very unprofessional and anything furthest from entertaining. So
this certainly could be the greatest match ever. Like, what are you saying? What the fuck are you saying? Well, WWE Universe, it certainly could be. We very well could witness one of the greatest matches of all time with Randy Orton and Edge. You know, it's like, why do they speak like? They're not just speaking like announcers, and like they speak like they're trying to be announcers. They speak as if they're on Saturday Night Live doing an impression of a sportscaster. That's what they sound like.
That's true.
Instead of a real human being. Byron Saxton sounds like a real human being usually. He sounds like like an actually inquisitive person looking for a story usually.
Sometimes
when he's allowed to, yeah. When he used to do it.
That's true too. We don't know what's him and what's not.
We don't know what he would do now if they put him there, because we're talking about Byron Saxton from 4 years ago when they didn't do this to the women 4 years ago either. The backstage announcers.
They didn't. It's more of a recent.
I'd say 3 years now about
social media era thing that's going on because they want to put those clips up as fast as possible. So
very
like
weird.
I said before, they're very obviously Twitter driven and. That also drives some of the content that they want. Same thing with YouTube. That's why they prefer shorter matches and things they can make bite-sized so they can put the highlights up on YouTube.
Mm-hmm.
So, what did you think of the elimination match, the first match of the night? The Viking Raiders taking on Andrade and Angel Garza.
I mean, that match, I thought it was all right.
I thought it was good. It wasn't mind-blowing or anything. I was surprised that Eric was eliminated so quickly.
That was weird, yeah, but it was part of the story of the match, I guess.
Yeah, but you wanted to see if Andrade and Angel could actually work together again. So the story they told throughout the match, a little miscommunication here and there, but they were able to, pull it through together in the end and, got that big powerbomb finish, which was surprising because it wasn't a normal finish we see from either one of these teams. So
yeah.
It was well worked. I thought they did a good job here. Nothing again that was like, oh, must see or mind blowing, but a decent start.
I gotta say, RJ Scum in the chat says commentary sounds like a video game. It does. The commentary and backstage interviews, it sounds like, Jake, when you're playing the 2K video game and you start getting bored of the game because you're like, oh my god, they keep saying the same things over and over, and you're like, the game's good, but you're like, it's limited to what it can do. That's what the show feels like. That it's limited in these repetitive storylines over and over. It feels like we're in WWE career mode or something.
Yes, because everything sounds so predetermined and made up.
Yeah, man.
It really does. It just feels unnatural.
Give me let me play another dono here and then hit me with your next thing. Let's see what's
We have a new member of the JCS army.
Jacob Fuego.
He's back.
He's become a member again. Jacob Fuego. All right, Jacob, thank you for that membership, bro, and keeping the show alive. I will make sure to caress you in New Jersey coming up very soon. Shout out to you. Okay, Jake, now you can go after I've had my fun with Jacob Fuego.
So we saw Ruby Riott be outnumbered by the Iconics. She's out there, and oh, look at that. You know, she's going to have a partner. We think it's going to be Liv Morgan, but, you know, unfortunately, I guess she's away right now. And Morgan has been off WWE television the past couple of weeks, and it's unknown exactly why she hasn't been on television. So it's unclear when she'll return. But the current plan is that she's going to resume the spot in this storyline with the former Riot Squad leader when she returns. So in the meantime, they just slid Bianca Belair into that position.
Oh, God. Yeah, because I was expecting her to be there because we've been saying this for weeks that...
Yeah, where is she? We saw her, after we saw her the second night, and then that was it. You know, so her second week.
It seemed like, oh, this is super obvious. Like she's going to be friends with her again and come to her aid, and oh, this is stupid. And
so we don't know if she's sick with one of the ones that got coronavirus, and that's why she hasn't been around for weeks. Or,
but are we going to do this every week? Like, where's your partner? Oh, I have one. Like, is that going to happen every week? Like,
I hope not, but it seemed, because at first I was like, oh, this is an interesting pairing. Maybe they can do something unique with this. And then after hearing that, oh, Ruby Riott, just had Bianca to fill in, then the Iconics should have won to keep this going.
Right.
With Bianca and Ruby defeating them, then what's the point?
Yeah, I don't. Well, I think I don't know. I guess
it's baffling.
I think it was
to show. Now have to keep it going.
I know what the answer is. No, I got it. I got the answer. I couldn't think of it for a second. Now I remember. It was to showcase Bianca Belair.
Oh, granted, no doubt about that. But now they've done it in such a way where they could have had Ruby lose and still make Bianca look good and keep the story going. But now the story is over. The Iconics have said this whole time, you have nobody, you're alone. She got somebody, she won, it's done.
I think that they're going to continue this stuff until Liv comes back with, what's her face?
Liv Morgan?
No, well, yeah, but, the other girl. Ruby Riott. So I think they're going to continue this sort of attack on Ruby Riott, and then they're going to they'll get there with Liv and her. But in the meantime, this was done to sort of showcase Bianca Belair. Like, look, because that's
hopefully they have more for her, and that wasn't it. Because at first I was like, holy shit, she's back on the show. This is great.
Or they've changed their minds, Jake. Maybe they've decided, nope, we're going with Bianca Belair. So. She's the one.
Maybe, but from everything I've heard as of today, it was that she'd be there, but it was just that she was a fill-in. So,
oh well, Jesus. I mean, I hope that. I mean, what they did with her tonight is a showcase. So if you didn't, if there's no if they're not going to start putting Bianca Belair out there every week now, then I don't understand what they were doing tonight at all, because it was a clear as day showcase of Bianca Belair, of look at what this girl did. She tipped the scale in this match. Look at how impressive she is. Look at the move she has. Boom, she hits the finish. We're going to shout out what her finish is called before the pin even happens for some weird reason. That was dumb on commentary. And then 1, 2, 3, here she is, Bianca Belair. That was a showcase. So if she goes nowhere after this, what the hell? But why am I going to complain about that? I'm not going to complain about that, because most people normally would complain about, where's Bianca? Or why isn't she being, shown like, oh, NXT people are always a joke.
Why did she lose on her?
Yeah, why'd she lose? So I'm not going to complain about this at all. Like, I think it's a showcase.
I just, after hearing that, originally I was for it, but after hearing that, she's just a fill-in, then maybe they should have just made it one-on-one of a match, or they could have found a way to make it so the story continues. Because now there's just less interest. The real
the real question is, was it a showcase for Bianca Belair because she's going to be on the main roster and be a major player? Or was it a showcase for Bianca Belair on the main roster so she has more credit down in NXT when they're competing against AEW? Which one is it? And if it's neither, then they're just stupid. Like, what was the point in any of this? If she wasn't...
Could be.
If she's not being showcased or pushed right now after what I saw tonight, why didn't Ruby Riott get the pin?
Yeah, that's another great question too.
You know, because ideally what you do is, if you're going to go with Liv Morgan eventually, then ideally what you do is Ruby Riott has a partner tonight, and they beat the shit out of that partner and her, and then they pin the partner. Because now you can pin it on the partner. Like, Ruby Riott had a partner, but it was this like low-level crappy partner. But wait, when Liv comes back, now it's on because Liv is better. But instead, what happened was her partner was Bianca Belair, who was showcased in a promo and in the backstage segment, and then was the spotlighted individual in the match. So something's happening. something is happening, or they're idiots.
Hello.
754 is on the phone. Yo, what's up?
Yo, what's up?
What's up, man?
Hey.
Hey.
What are you doing right now?
I'm doing a show. What are you doing?
Oh, I'm watching.
Yeah, what do you want to say?
Nothing. I just called to say what's up.
Wow. All right. Well, it's good to hear from you, man. This is like a very nice call. I enjoy it. You know. I mean, I'm cool.
Yeah.
Jake isn't as cool as me though, so I hope you're saying hi to me because Jake right now he's on the naughty list right now. You know.
Tell you to go fuck yourself.
Oh yeah, I'm talking to you right now.
All right,
yeah,
man.
he doesn't want to talk to me.
I appreciate the call, man.
Right.
Go call your therapist now. After that, call your parents and tell them you're still awake.
Seek help.
Good God, man. What the hell?
I just want to know what's up.
I think that was a kid, so like I'm gonna take it easy on him.
Uh-oh.
Thank you for the call, though. I think you got the wrong number, though. It's Jeffrey Epstein Island, 1-800. No.
It's just one digit off. 339 is us. They're 338.
What up, bro? Hey, man, listen. It happens. I appreciate the call, man. Thanks for thinking about me, you know. I mean, nobody else was calling, you know. The phone lines have been quiet. 678's on the phone. Hello.
How you doing?
What's up, man? Oh, not again. Here we go.
No, I just want to call in, man. I saw Bianca Belair on the show, and I've been wondering what she's been at, and now I see her. And you said that they're showcasing her, so is it for the women's championship or a tag team championship, or
Ooh.
I mean,
I almost think they don't even know. I wonder if they have plans in their back of their minds. I don't want to be like everybody and be like, yo, she's got to be pushed to the top. I don't need that. But I do want her to be. I want her to be a wrestler and to be taken seriously and to do well. I don't want her to be buried, and I want her to be, you know, a spotlight. I want to see her on the show. I like her. I happen to like her. I like.
Yeah, I'm a big fan of her as well. That's why I've been wondering. They haven't used Shayna Baszler. I saw her on the show tonight. I was excited for that. That was cool.
Yeah. See, I like Shayna Baszler, but Baszler's promos, she's so weird on the mic. But like to me, when Bianca Belair gets like, I don't know what the word is, like when she gets like badass or like ghetto on somebody with her fucking promos, I'm like, hell yeah, dude, I want to see this girl. Like seriously, like, and she's like, you know, when she starts just basically talking shit like you would on the street to somebody, that's when I'm like, oh, I like that. I really like when she's like,
yeah,
like, girl, I'll break your fingers, like, and I'm smack your face with my hair, and then I'm gonna choke you out in front of your family or something like. I'm like, oh my god, yeah, do that. I want to see that. So Bianca and Bianca Belair has a classic style kind of wrestling. She doesn't. She's not crazy like, you know, I don't think she's quite like some of these other wrestlers like in AEW and other places. She's not like a crazy whatever, but her style is fitting for WWE. She has a little bit of an aerial assault, but she's also structured more like a classic WWE wrestler. So she really works well on the main roster to me. I thought Sasha was going to be this when Sasha came up. I thought she was going to be, remember when she was NXT, dude? I still to this day, I only own one women's t-shirt ever. And it's Sasha Banks, because I thought she was badass when she was a heel in NXT, and she's never been like that in the WWE main roster.
They're not using Sasha the way she needs to be used, man.
Yeah, I don't think Vince even. understands. Like I don't think anybody does. I think he gave her some chances. It didn't work out, and he kind of like dialed back on her. But if you were like us watching her on NXT as the champion, I think the crowd...
It was different.
It was different, yeah. She felt like this like girl who really thinks she's the queen and on top of stuff, and she's a star, and she's a heel, and people booed her, and she was a great heel. And on the main roster, none of that's ever worked out right. And when she did get a couple chances, she messed it up a little bit, and they dialed her back. And I don't know, dude. Like, it's weird, but I like... Maybe Bianca Belair will get that. Kind of like how Becky Lynch worked out. Becky Lynch was the third or fourth wheel on that women's division, and she ended up being the top star. I wonder if Bianca Belair could do that too, because she's got good promo skills. I like her promos better than Becky.
I'm just wondering. I just hope they just use it right this time, man. Because I don't want to be on television for another 3-4 months, man. I mean,
me neither. I hope
it's crazy.
I can't believe they're not showcasing her, because they're not going to have her on every week, because they pushed her tonight. Like, look at her. Like, it was all about her. Like, she comes in the promo. This is Bianca Belair. She goes out there, wins the match for her team, hits all these moves. They call out her finisher and make sure you know it. She's got all the shine in the match. If she's not doing something big, or at least repetitively weekly, then I don't know. And by the way, it does benefit her that this is gonna sound bad to people, but like, not her husband or boyfriend, they're featured every week on Raw as that tag team. So she's hanging around them. Vince likes them, so I wouldn't be surprised if she wasn't going to be on every week, because her guy's there and they all like all of them. So I think she's got a good attitude, according to the people in the backstage, and they're kind of high on it. So hopefully it's a weekly thing, man. I think you're going to get your wish. I swear to God, maybe it's going to be NXT, but I think it's going to be the main roster, because I think Bianca Belair can do more on the main roster. Her gimmick with her hair, too, that's a big thing, man. She's got a gimmick that you can remember as a kid, too, especially if you're a kid watching. You remember that hair whip.
Hair flip.
Yeah, that hair whip. You remember that. You remember her attitude. Minorities can identify with her more. Like, she's got all these things that are going for that the WWE probably likes right now with stuff, and so I think she's gonna be there every week. I would think that you need to be adding her to the main card of the women, and they need more singles competitors, females as well. So I don't know, dude. I think she's there to stay. I think she's. I hope.
I'm also hoping that Vince actually has her go, beat Charlotte Flair. They had that match in NXT. Well, I think they had one match. Was it one match in NXT? I think they only. I only remember seeing one match.
Yeah, I don't remember. I think it was just one, but yeah, but they did. She lost, right? But it was like she looked really good.
Yeah, she did lose. I'm wondering when because I'm not really a Charlotte. I don't know if you're a Charlotte. I'm not really a Charlotte Flair fan.
Well,
but
in the ring, I like Charlotte in the ring and stuff, and she's really good. But her on the promos and stuff, I don't really dig her promos as a heel or a face. So yeah, I'm the same way as you though. I think she's good in the ring, and sometimes she does the same things in every match too. That's a issue as well to me. But I think Charlotte and Bianca should have a good match.
She's a copycat of her dad. I mean, she does the same things with her dad, with the robes and the finisher. And
well, so that's a great point, but the problem is, right, that she doesn't have the intensity on the heel promo as her dad, though. That's the problem. She doesn't have that. Yeah, her dad was unhinged on the promo, and she doesn't have that. She has the, I'm the queen robot talking. And it's just like, oh my God, dude, put me to friggin' sleep, dude. And that's
why you and JD, man. You guys are hilarious.
Oh yeah, dude. Well, no, when me and JD were doing the show back in the day, we brought that up. That's where it started. We were talking about Charlotte being a robot. We were doing robot impressions of Charlotte back then. It was years ago. Yeah, dude. She's always been like that.
He kills that. He kills on this shit. He kills it.
Yeah, he kills things, man. He kills cats. No, I'm just kidding. No, all right. No, man. I appreciate the call, dude. Good shit, man. I love it. Love you, buddy. Good call.
Get back in the sink, you retard! Bacardi, you retard! What the fuck, Vince McMahon? My cat's a retard!
I'm sorry. I haven't flipped out at all this week. I flipped out last week. It's been really good. That caller went. I hate that caller now. I liked him, and then I went to hell.
Man. Here we go. Oh, oh no!
Just realized, why did Slater hug Drew? What about when Drew offered him cash then beat him up? Super disrespectful. When he was aligning with Shane.
What about when Drew offered him cash to beat him up? That's a good point. Diverse. What up, Diverse?
I forgot about that during his heel run, you know.
Oh, God, you know what I just thought about was Luke Rojas doing the impression of him, and he goes, oh, my God, dude, where is that? Somebody find that. I don't know, TSS or who has that. Stutter. Dude, whoever has that from the rant line, I'll monetize this. Diverse, thank you, man, for the donation. Please find that for me and get that to me. It is so funny, dude. Like, oh, my God, dude, I don't know where that is. Somebody find that. Dude, somebody find that for me and tweet it at me or something. Holy shit, is that funny. We got to play it. Rojas killed that dude. He was like,
it was so funny. You greasy ass goon.
Oh my God, whatever. I don't know where it is, man. Oh my God.
Give it a hell yeah! Oh no, Joe just gave someone a storyline of you supporting child abuse, lol. What to soon? Lol.
Oh, Freddie Mitchell. What up, 27 Freddie Mitchell? Freddie Mitch. How you doing, brother? Good to hear from you. Thanks for the dono. We'll play a couple more. We got a little bit behind here. We gave that caller a long time because, unlike the two brain dead ones before, that guy had something going on, so we had to let him go because it was good.
He had something worth saying.
Yeah, I'll take it. I thought there was another one coming in. Oh, there it is.
There we go.
Oh, it's Tossin David. He subscribed. All right, I'm going to let a donation play still, though. But thank you for subbing, man. Appreciate it. Pour him a beer in the chat.
You think Sasha and Bailey are challenging Trish and Lita by their promo they cut tonight?
Oh, God, maybe. It was weird. That is weird.
Because they said, I'm better than, you're better than Trish. And better than
Party.
That's a good point, man. I didn't think about that.
All the people saying they gave Keith Lee all the belts because of BLM is dumb. If that's the case, they would have given it to Velveteen a month ago.
Yeah, Will Tactics. I don't think so. I mean, I could see the appeal of it a little bit. Probably helped a little bit, but Keith Lee was rocking it already. Like, we were all talking about it, man. We were talking about Keith Lee when we saw him. Immediately, we were talking about this and why I don't want to discredit him and people try to say, oh, because of Black Lives Matter, they gave Keith Lee a championship. Why I would say that I don't agree with that. Why I don't.
He was already a champ to begin with. He already had the North American title.
But the minute you saw Keith Lee perform in the ring, right? Like when he had his first good match, you said to yourself, wow, that guy kicks ass, dude. This guy could be like a top NXT guy. This guy I want to see another one. He had those matches with our buddy from Worcester here, Dijakovic, and he's had those matches with him outside of WWE too. But you were just like, God damn, man. Can you imagine if those two guys were on top on the main roster or in NXT? Those guys could have
glory.
Oh my God, dude, they could have a classic at WrestleMania. So when you saw
Seeing
him
in person, he's so impressive live.
You said to yourself, this guy could be champion.
Oh yeah,
right?
Absolutely.
So there was no. You already felt.
If ands or buts, you knew he was going to hold the title eventually, the main title.
You felt like he could right away. And so, like, that's why if you felt that way, they have felt that way. And Triple H has felt that way probably. And that they've felt that way. Now, I'm sure the BLM stuff helps and, like, their image of, like, who our champions are, that does help him a bit maybe. But so what? How many times has their image of things hurt people before? So
yeah, really.
Take it because he is that good already. So it's not really even that. I'm not worried about that. It's like weird. It's like what? So if he doesn't win, everybody says they're racist, and if he does win, they say, oh, they had to do it because of racism. What? This guy's a badass. Piss off, bro. This guy kicks ass in the friggin' ring, and now he literally got what he deserved, which is a championship and then another championship. The guy kicks ass. He's awesome in the ring. He's a good dude. I wish he had maybe a little more something to his character in a way, but he's kind of like a badass, good teddy bear type of I'm going to kick your ass, and then here's the match, and it's awesome usually. So I don't think he's like the greatest wrestler in the WWE, but he's a top guy to me that I would, if I hear he's on the card, I don't want to see his match.
Yeah,
he's a
it's certainly
top
up
dude.
there.
So like, I don't know, man. I just kind of want to throw out. I want to throw out the WWE's racist. Like they're not now. Right now, they're not. They're not racist right now. And but I also want to throw out that, oh, they only gave him the belts because he's black. What? They gave him the belt. I mean, I can't believe that. Like, what are you talking about? Like, why is that a thing? But I get the perception of people and why they're saying it. But it's like, dude, I don't even want to go there because the guy's good and then he wins belt. That's it. I'm not. Now, if he sucked, if the guy sucked ass and then won the belts, then you would say that. You could be like, well, did they give this guy the belt because he's a BLM? That's got to be why they did it. If he sucked and they gave him belts, you would say that.
Yeah, if he was completely terrible, if it was another gender situation.
Right. So anyway.
They gave you the belt to please the Indian fans, and that didn't work, so.
Yeah, I just want to kill that. Like, that ain't, no way. I mean, maybe it helps him in a way, but whatever the world is doing always helped every champion. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, think about that, guys.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
So there is something
it all
to
relates back to your real life.
Yeah, people are rowdy and raw and just like crass and crazy in the late 90s. We get Stone Cold Steve Austin. Fuck you, you fucking boom. Yeah, would that have? But guess who that didn't benefit at the time? Bret Hart. It was like the good guy wearing pink tights. That didn't work anymore. Shawn Michaels, the sexy boy, good guy. That didn't work anymore. It worked for them when they turned heels because then they could turn heels to oppose the raunchy, badass Stone Cold Steve Austin. But so the world does dictate things a little bit. I get it. So maybe, I understand, but it's, come on, man. The guy's good already. Just like Stone Cold, nobody was like, well, Stone Cold's only the champion right now because, the whole world loves his attitude and shit like that, and he's white. It's like, well, yeah, I mean, he's relating to the people. If you relate to the people and you're good in the ring, you're probably going to win a title. Like, I don't know.
Yeah, absolutely. You're eventually will have your, your time in the sun.
I don't know.
Your chance in the spotlight. It will happen. And he's certainly one that deserved it. So,
yeah. So, yeah, I mean, the world.
He's earned his his right as champion.
Now, you put the belt on, like, Dingleberry Jones, and then maybe we could have talked about what the hell's going on.
So they want me to now believe my girl Shayna is not a vampire anymore and nobody is watching. They are binge Netflix and you should put up a poll on the Netflix everyone is watching and start watching and reviewing them cause Raw sucks.
That's not a bad idea, Freddie Mitchell, to start watching a show on Netflix and start doing that while we're at it. It's not a bad idea, man. We might do it. It could be something that replaces one of the shows that I do eventually, maybe. I don't know yet. We got to look at things and figure it out. Maybe we will, maybe we won't. But I haven't thought about it today because I did taxes all day long. It took me all day long to scrounge up all the taxes, materials, call a lawyer, call this, call that.
Receipts.
But it was insane, dude. What I did today was nuts.
I can't even begin to fathom the mess that you probably had to sort through. You know what I mean? Just notes and pages and printing and oh god.
The good news is I saved all the money I owed. I told you earlier, I'm only a little in the negative, so that's good this year.
Yeah, that's a good balance.
But it's still weird to go back to zero. It's like, okay, we saved all and we owe a little bit. And I don't know what's going to happen. I still got to talk to the IRS. But I did a much better job this year than before. And weirdly enough, Donald Trump, this is crazy, but last year he saved me money too. We got, it's a huge discount, man. It's like $18,000.
Really? That's great.
Taken off the taxes. Well, not great for other people, but good for small business people.
Yeah, small businesses essentially need that.
So it helped me. If Donald Trump was not the president, I would have owed that $18,000 on top of the other stuff.
Yeah, because at least being in for yourself, you have a chance to thrive and succeed. That would have been $20,000 in the hole.
Yeah, I mean, not saying like you love Trump, hate Trump. I don't really like him right now, but he did save me $18,000, which is weird. So it's a weird perspective. But if I was working my old job only and I wasn't doing YouTube, I would have lost money. So it's all depends on. It's like a role that it's like, why can't everybody do better? But it's still, I owe a lot of money, so it's not like I'm doing good at all. But anyway, so I was doing all that, so I had no time to do any of this other stuff. I will have my shows uploaded tomorrow on Patreon though for you guys today, but I took a break today to do all that headache stuff.
Shit bomb.
Because it was crazy.
Sadly, the glamour days of wrestling are over.
Well, yeah.
If we don't see it by record low ratings, awful shows, and your declining show numbers, it's over. At least until audiences come back, we'll be in a slow decline. Thank God for your other shows, man. Much love.
Thank you, Tony from Revere. Yeah, thank God, man, but even those, I mean, we get shadow banned every show on Monetize This. It's crazy.
Yeah, get taken out before you get a chance to get a head start.
Yeah. We get waffled. I don't know.
Sucks.
But, but we'll keep it up, man. We'll keep trying to go at it.
What did you think of Seth Rollins' in-ring promo tonight? That's one of the things we didn't discuss. Before Kevin Owens came out, he gave his eye for an eye promo because he talked in back with Buddy Murphy talking about how, yes, I am taking his eye. They are making it serious. Someone will lose their actual eyeball in this match.
Well, after tonight, it really seems like Seth is going to do something sadistic, rather, to Rey Mysterio.
Yeah, it seems that way. Apparently, there's CGI involved as well. So,
oh my God, we'll
see what happens.
Oh
it sounds
dude.
pretty outlandish.
That's
why I'm like, it's a morbid curiosity, but not an entertainment curiosity. It's not like, I need to see this because I'm looking forward to it. It's like, I just want to see how bad this is going to be.
What happened to a good old blindfold match?
I mean, if anything, you want to. Make it fair, so Seth has to wear an eye patch, so it's a one eye. They each have one eye and something. I don't know that.
Well, I would say whoever gets the first pinfall. Well, no, because Ray has an eye patch anyway, so you can't do that because he would. I was going to say
he would make it even for Seth. Now has to wear one, so they even the playing field.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm shocked by this, to be honest. I mean, listen, I'm always looking for some blood, and for like a more serious a match that, I'm looking for a real match, man. I'm looking for like WrestleMania 8, Bret Hart versus Roddy Piper. I'm looking for Ric Flair, Macho Man at Mania 8. I'm looking for Stone Cold versus Bret Hart, WrestleMania 13. I'm looking for a match that's awesome and that maybe some blood happens and it's a match you never forget. And you're like, that was a great match. That's awesome. I'm not looking for like, I'm going to rip your eye out match, because what's going to happen is it's probably going to be funny and embarrassing. Is what's going to happen. And it's going to be like entertaining because it's so ridiculous, but it won't be something that you're like, all right, what a classic match. So
yeah, I have to watch this again, or this is something that I'm going to tell people they have to see.
Dude, Gabriel Torres in the chat. Speaking of Black Mass, how about that Black Mass when what Murphy was standing on the rope and he got Black Mass in the face? That looked awesome.
That was a hell of a Black Mass, and their match was, obviously just to get to the DQ to set up everything of them taking off in the back, but not a bad confrontation. And then of course we got Kevin Owens taking on Seth Rollins. I had hoped Seth won this one, especially with him going to face Mysterio Sunday. I thought it was, again, an odd booking decision, just like I picked on it earlier, of the Iconics losing. Why would they have Seth Rollins lose here? Kevin Owens, I don't believe, has anything at Extreme Rules.
Yeah, this is so obvious. Ray's going to lose his eye.
Yeah, Owens has nothing scheduled yet. So, I mean, why not have Seth Rollins win this match?
Well, because Seth is going to beat Ray and then have to face Owens afterwards. And Ray's going away or something.
That's fine, but at least have Seth win tonight so he has more momentum going into Sunday's pay-per-view.
Well, I mean, he got distracted and all this crap. And
I know, but
the
Messiah doesn't feel like the Messiah at this point. Why would people follow him when he's been losing and not doing as well as, you want to see him be like one of those ones that kind of needs to win so that he can convince others to follow him.
Well, what you would have thought would have happened was, like you said, like it would have been somebody else besides Owens, and he would have curb stomped his eye into his stairs outside the ring in front of Rey Mysterio. Like Ray comes out and then he does basically what Orton did at the end of the night, like, come in here and I'll take his head off. Come down here and I'll take his eye too. And so Ray backs off, and then Seth goes, I'm still going to do it. And then he, just like he did to Edge, I'm going to kill him anyway, John. He does it anyway, and the guy's eyes all jacked up and bleeding. And now Seth seems like a threat going into the pay-per-view. But the answer is because he's going to win. They made Seth look like he's weak, like super weak. So he's going to win on Sunday. How could he not win?
He has to. I can't see him not winning.
So to me, this is the most obvious thing. Seth is going to win. Ray's going to go away. And Kevin Owens is going to slide into some kind of rivalry with Seth after Ray. I think. I mean, otherwise, I have no idea what's going on here. But yeah, he could have done it to Humberto Carrillo or somebody. Like, I don't know. He might have COVID. I don't know.
Now, this is a bit of a spoiler, very, very slight, but if anybody doesn't want to hear it, this is your little 30-second warning. It's just for the stipulation between Drew McIntyre and Dolph Ziggler. It's not confirmed, but here's your spoiler warning. 5 seconds. There you go. The stipulation is rumored to be a tables, ladders, and chairs match at the horror show at Extreme Rules this Sunday between Drew McIntyre and Dolph Ziggler. I assumed it would be a ladder match, but a TLC match, he said it has to be something that's never seen before. And, he kept hyping up Dolph was going to have a stipulation not seen before in WWE. So I'm curious what they can add to it. But an advertisement that was on Facebook said that it was a WWE championship match for tables, ladders, and chairs at Extreme Rules. So,
oh my God,
did WWE release the cat from the bag early again, or
yeah,
they've done it before?
They've done it.
Look at last year's Hell in a Cell. We knew about that match long before it was ever announced.
They're weird, man. What is up with the promotion stuff? Because it's not like
their marketing department lets a lot of secrets out. It seems.
And the other thing is there's no arenas to sell out or to advertise this to for it to leak out to. They're just doing it all in house. Why is this stuff coming out unless they told the department, yeah, advertise this, and then they forgot that when they were creating their own stories, or they just said, it doesn't matter. A few people talk about it. Oh well. They figure, listen, the people that are talking about it are only going to be 5 to 10% of the audience. That may be what they're thinking.
Yeah, you're not wrong. So,
by the way, we got the JD clip thing. Here it is. We found it.
Cronin.
I want to say thank you to We Are JCS Army on Twitter. Longtime guy. He found the clip. And shout out to Rojas for his good impression.
Cronin, what is this I've been fucking hearing about you on your show? Having me get raped by Ryback. I haven't said a word about this guy in 2 years, all right? All I said is that he can't make car payments and that he's a failure in life and that he couldn't buy a house and support his family. I mean, is that wrong? Is that fucking wrong? Cronin, you and your little posse remind me of Roman Reigns and his little posse. The fucking Titus Catering. You're coming down with your fucking buck teeth. I told this joke 1,000 times in the past years, and no one's laughed.
So spot on.
Get the fuck out of the bathtub, you fucking greasy cat. Fucking pussy. So let me tell you this, Cronin. If I hear you on any of your shows talking shit about me, you're gonna have a war on your hands. And I'm ready to go. And don't think I forgot about you, DeMarco. You fucking fat slob from Connecticut. I know you're talking about me, bro. I know you're talking about me, bro. Fucking fat slob from Connecticut. I know you're talking about me, bro.
Oh my God, dude. Fucking Rojas crushed that, dude. That's hilarious.
Get the fuck out of the bathroom, you retard!
He's screaming at the cat. The funniest thing was that's from a real, I think it was a out of nowhere maybe, and we were talking, I think, about wrestling and stuff, and then just I was talking going into one of my things, and I'm like, and if only Charlotte could do this or whatever. And then he's in the background, and he's like,
get out of the sink, you retard!
Or something like that. And it was like, what the fuck's going on? My cat jumped in the fucking whatever. And I'm like, oh, okay.
It was just so
And
random.
Somebody said, dude, I was listening to that, and that was hilarious. And I'm like, yeah. And that's I think, what Rojas was impersonating. Let's go to the call real quick. 954 is on the phone. Hello.
Oh, hello. Do you know that Charlotte always get everything she wants all the time?
Who?
You know, Charlotte. You know, like Charlotte always get everything she wants.
Oh, Charlotte.
Yeah. Do you see her winning a men's belt in the future?
Oh, God. I could see it, especially if someone's, like, talking shit or she doesn't like a guy in the locker room. She'd be like, I'm going to take that guy's belt from him. Yeah, she kind of seems like, whether she knows it or cares or whatever, she's got the full-on spoiled brat thing going. I could see it.
But do you think do you think they need to give her her moonsault? Because every time she does the moonsault, it always fails every time.
I don't know why people, like, what do you mean? Like, because she doesn't land on them, like, across
She doesn't land. She puts her knees on them more.
I don't know, man. Like, she does a pretty crazy moonsault. I don't see a lot of people doing that. Maybe Io Shirai, but, like, other than Io Shirai, I mean, I don't know. I'm kind of impressed by a girl Charlotte's size doing that. Like, that doesn't bother me like it bothers some people.
Yeah, it usually looks good, too, so.
I don't mind it. I've heard that, though, from a lot of people. You're not alone. A lot of people give her, like, learn how to do a moonsault. Well, what are you talking about? Like, I don't know what they're talking about. I mean, she does a moonsault. It's usually the person on the mat that sucks. She does the moonsault, lands. If they don't sell it and act like they got hit, like, they're stupid. I don't know. She does it to me. I think her moonsault's all right. I'm impressed that she can do it. I would think that she would never do something like that. I don't know. That's just me. Like, that doesn't bother me much. I think, it's more. She's sort of big to be doing it. It's sort of like Triple H doing a moonsault. Would Triple H do a moonsault? Like, no. Like Io Shirai would do a moonsault because she's that size. She's launching herself into somebody. Charlotte does it. She sort of like does a backflip landing on her feet, taking somebody out. So maybe that's what it is. It does look a little bit clunky. But, I mean, dude, it's a moonsault by a fucking 5'10" woman. It's pretty crazy.
It is nuts.
But, I don't know. Maybe that's what they mean. That doesn't bother me. I give Charlotte some shit for her. I don't like her promos at all. But, I don't know. I'm not going to go after her moonsault. That's like one of the most exciting things sometimes that I see her do. Like, and I'm like, that's pretty good. So
we have a new member of the JCS Army.
Thanks for clicking on the membership down below. Long-time listener, MK Kratos. Shout out to MK Kratos. Looks like Diablo's here, man. Diablo 3 is in full force, season 21, and here he is right here. Anyway, what else we got here? We got somebody coming up. We got more stuff coming in. We'll get to them. I'm trying to see where that
more
was.
Donations. We already talked about big
party.
Right.
Randy RKO'd the racist into Hogan onto that car SS.
Yeah, I remember SummerSlam. That was the Boston SummerSlam. That was the SummerSlam where I finally got to see Hulk Hogan in person for the first time ever. Jacob Fuego, thank you. Yeah, that was the...
And then we had R-Truth take on Randy Orton. It was, 30 seconds, RKO, pinned him. And then I liked the way that Orton was just barking mad. He was telling Big Show, I'll kill him right now,
Right.
He pulled the Seth Rollins, I'll kill him anyways. He's like, I wasn't going to punt kick him, but, it had your name on it. But now, it's coming out for you. So I wanted to see him kick Truth.
Uh-huh.
I did. I'm going to admit it.
Yeah.
But I think it would have been funny.
Well, it's weird because...
Add to the legend killer since he's a legend.
Oh, the guy did delete it. I was going to show this guy's tweet. He said something about how he hates R-Truth so much. He basically said he wanted to, shotgun him.
Oh, yeah, he said in the beginning, Jesus.
And then called the crowd, I don't think it was a racial thing. He was calling the crowd something. I won't even say it.
Yeah.
It was like, and I was like, damn. I was about to tweet out, too, that it's impressive how R-Truth's been in the WWE for this long. That guy is a veteran, like a super veteran. Like, he really R-Truth has been in the WWE so long. I like him. I like R-Truth, and I like Orton's segment kinda, and I like Flair. But the Ninjas, like with Baszler, was weird. I mean, I don't know.
Even before it, with Ricochet and Cedric, the Ninja part was weird. And then getting them to the ring and having Baszler come out and attack. Like I like Baszler being back once again, but I didn't like the angle that they shot there.
Yeah, I didn't like that either. So on top of everything, but Orton, everything with Orton tonight was all right.
Yeah, Orton was good, and that I'll kill him anyways moment. I actually chuckled at.
He had a good promo too, Orton in the back. I thought he had a good promo.
Yeah, that was very good. So, and then of course we got Bobby Lashley and Ricochet. That was a very short match. Could have been something better. And
well, come on, no, it couldn't have.
You don't think so? You don't think Bobby Lashley and Ricochet could have put on a bit of a better match?
No, I think Ricochet could put on a great match, but I don't think, I don't think Bobby Lashley could
do much more.
It would take Bobby Lashley would have to rise to like. If Bobby Lashley was going to have the best, like if Bobby Lashley did the best in a match he's ever done and then was in a match with Ricochet, that could be awesome. That could be kind of fun. But
I get you.
Chances of Bobby Lashley delivering good match is like a 5% roll. You're not going to find that. So I don't care who he's. So no, like
so we'll just let him stay with the Hurt Business for now, and
just have a quick match. You're the Hurt Business. Get out of here. Like, don't waste my time with this guy.
And then Big Show obviously accepts, and we get all that for Extreme Rules with the unsanctioned match. And then we talked about the women's tag. It was better than it had any right to be, and I thought it was well worked. All in all, I'd give tonight a 5. Just straight across the board, just very average, nothing terrible, nothing memorable, nothing outstanding, just very straightforward.
But like weirdly better than some of the previous weeks in a way. It
had something.
Do you think it was the pacing? Was it the pacing? Because it didn't feel like the night was forever like it usually does.
Yes, it didn't feel as that internal structural time was ticking by. It didn't have that long drawn outness that it usually tends to leave us with.
Right. Like I felt that way too. I was like, you know what? That wasn't very good tonight to me, but I wasn't in a full-on suicide coma. So that's good. So I might.
Yeah, that's why I'm there at a 5.
I'm gonna
5.5.
I'm gonna make sure that I become that I stay the more negative guy and go 4.5. You're giving it a 5. I'm going 4.5 because I'm gonna be like a little more negative. And I think it makes sense because I think you kind of like the Baszler promo a little bit, and I didn't like that.
Yeah.
And I liked weird shit like Flair's promo, which is stupid. So like I'm going to 4.5. I think that makes sense. So
makes perfect sense.
We're almost about the same. So makes sense. But yeah, what we can agree on though is out of the last 5 weeks, this was the best of the worst. Right?
Yes, it was. Like you said, the pacing and Samoa Joe being on commentary had a big factor in doing so and making it tolerable.
Sasha looked like the sexiest thing at the end of the show too. So. That also helps me. So shout out to Sasha Banks.
Helps everyone.
Yeah, man, she was looking good at the end.
And the unsanctioned match is for next Monday, not Sunday. Sorry, I messed that up. Thank you, Jimmy.
Next Monday. Landon Sports Talk just subscribed. Yo, thanks, Landon. Pour him a beer in the chat. He's having a beer, brother. Anything? Oh, one more. Let me get one more in here. Sneak one more in here, baby. And it's coming down the stairs.
Transvestite from sexual Transylvania.
Oh my! It's gonna be Toddy!
And
he's here with his hooker friend Crystal's here too!
Sexy transvestite from sexual Transylvania.
What are your thoughts on Evil winning both IWGP IC and World titles in thus making Naito becoming New Japan's Dolph Ziggler?
I didn't get to watch it yet. I have it, still in my queue of things to watch through. But hearing all the results and whatnot, it is a bit surprising, and I'm curious to see at least what happens going forward.
I would say that what it did do is make me want to watch, and I think I'm going to go watch it to see it because people are talking about it. So that's probably a good thing for New Japan because I have really not been paying much attention to New Japan in the last year. I think every year I've watched less New Japan than I ever had before. So I think that it's a good thing because it's stirring up conversation with a lot of people. And there'll probably be some new eyes to the product or people returning to be like, all right, let me see what's up over here. Because, and we really haven't seen that interest in New Japan, I don't think, since sort of AEW has been coming to the scene. I feel like AEW really kind of sort of filled this void that people had. And I still think a lot of people are watching New Japan. It still has the hardcore fans and stuff like that, but I think there's a lot of people that focused on AEW. But now I think there's a lot of people who aren't satisfied by AEW or WWE, and now they're like, I'm still going to go back to New Japan because that still was what I liked. And
it still has more of what I'm all about.
And they thought AEW maybe was going to give them that, and AEW has been more of an entertainment show than anything. And I think that they're like, no, I want my sports version, like hard-hitting sport wrestling show. Not that I want that, but there's a market for that. So, yeah.
Strong Style's big.
I'll check it out, man. I probably will check it out. I still have the New Japan app. I still support that. Once in a while, every month, I pop in something. Usually it's a Wrestle Kingdom, especially like 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. Those were ones where I think it was 12. It was either 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Yeah, I think it's 12 was the last one I watched. I think 12 is the last one. Is 12 the last one with Omega and Jericho? Or was that 13? I don't remember.
I don't remember. I'm terrible with that stuff.
Let me see. Hold on. Wrestle Kingdom 12 was 3 years ago, right? Or something like that? Or Yeah. Wrestle Kingdom 12 was 2018. So Wrestle Kingdom... Yeah, Wrestle Kingdom 13 was the last one, I think, that I watched. But Wrestle Kingdom 12, I think was Jericho and Omega. And if I'm right about that, then that was the last one that I was super invested in, and I was watching everything that New Japan did that was major, like the major stuff, the G1. I watched the entire G1.
Yeah, because you were waiting to see how Jericho's thing played out and what built up to what, and it was intriguing.
And we watched the recent G1, but only partially, and I didn't review it this year at all. So it was, the last couple of years...
And at that time, we heard that Jericho was going to stay in WWE. He was just doing this as a one-off, remember?
Right. Yeah,
so
you're right.
we were really convinced, like, oh, no, he said he's staying with Vince, but this is just his... So let's see how this goes with New Japan. And it was exciting.
And we
hearing
had
him swear, be unfiltered, and
it was
dropping F-bombs. He didn't care over there, and it worked out really well.
I think I had JR was on the show at that time, and he was calling New Japan, so he was talking about the interest of Kenny Omega and New Japan and all this stuff. So that was a fun year, man. But I don't know, man. Anyway, anything else we missed from Raw
No, that's it from Raw tonight. Like I said, little flub there, but we'll see next week. Big Show take on Randy Orton. That's got 2008 or 9 written all over it. And from there, we'll see. It looks like we're going to see Randy Orton taking on Drew McIntyre for SummerSlam. So,
right, they're really building this. So that should be
that'll be interesting at least, because if anybody has a true chance of taking the title, it would be Orton. I could see them giving the belt to Orton so he holds it till him and Edge face off.
Oh God,
I wouldn't want that to happen, but I could see them doing something like that.
Yeah, I mean, I could see it too, but shit.
Hopefully not. No, hopefully not.
SummerSlam is going to take place from the Performance Center.
Unless they change anything with Florida, because Florida's having so many issues right now. 15,000 plus new cases.
It's really bad right now.
Really bad. So
they need to come up to Boston.
Close down. People are talking, the past day or so, saying that, hey, they might be forced to close.
They might want to get up to New England. They might want to get up to Connecticut, get that ring on the roof again, start filming there.
Yeah.
If they can.
Might be a good idea, because look at how well things are working in Connecticut right now with the virus.
Yeah, I mean, they've got to think, why wouldn't they do that? Why wouldn't they be like, dude, we got to get out of Florida? Like, if this keeps
They're going to have to soon.
Like,
I don't think they're going to have a choice. Essential or not, I don't know if they can continue.
Well, I think that they'll get away with it anyway, because like they're getting treated like they're not getting. Basically, they're being allowed to operate despite the fact that anybody else wouldn't be. They're being let's face it, they're being allowed to operate because they're a TV
special
show.
favored.
Yeah, they're a TV show, and Vince knows people, and they all whatever the hell. So, because there's nobody else would be able to operate this way. But yeah, Florida's really rough. This is really bad. I wonder if, yeah, I don't know what's gonna happen. But the one thing is, you would think it's gonna come down, because what goes up must come down. But it's
hopefully it doesn't keep going up and up before that happens.
They're all getting their own Italy right now. They're getting their own. When we talked about Italy being insane, and New York then was insane after that.
It's weird because you figure, all right, Italy, the whole country's bad, but in the United States, it's like areas are really bad. So because I'm not witnessing it here, and I don't have that same anxiety right now as other states do, it almost feels like that's how it is everywhere, because you're not mindful of it. So
that's why it's like, I don't know, man. Like, I feel like this is just what happens. People in Italy were like, oh, whatever, and then they got crazy crushed. And in America, we're the size of entire Europe. So that's why I don't understand when people are like, oh, America is the worst. Well, yeah, I mean, but we all have we have like 17 Italys in America. They're all in different states and in cities. Exactly. So we're all going to see, every major city area in America is going to see a gigantic, just overwhelming blast of this, and then it's going to go down. That's what's going to happen. It happened in New York after we were like, oh, whatever, it's happening in Italy. It's happening in China. Oh, well, haha. It's happening in Italy. Oh, it's happening in New York. Well, now it's happening in our southern states. It finally spread to all the states, and it's going to keep doing that.
Well, like Carlton just said in the chat, too, Florida's a train wreck, and Universal Studios is open, and Disney, and
yeah, they're also idiots.
All these places are back open, so I guarantee those are going to be forced closure, down, and we'll see what happens from there. But
I wonder.
I still don't know what's going to happen to schools in just a few months' time.
Well, I mean,
the teachers here in Connecticut locally were fighting against going back, saying that it was going to be too difficult for them to do what the guidelines were asking for. It's going to be too hard to make sure everyone's distance away and constantly has the masks on and all these different stipulations.
We're arguing about it in Massachusetts, right? And in Massachusetts and in Vermont and Maine and Connecticut and Rhode Island even, we're all doing really well. Like, we're really chopping this virus down. Like, there's only 100 cases a day or something like that around here now. We are arguing about what to do. Can you imagine the states when they're going back to school who are still getting 500 to 1,000 to 5,000 people a day?
Yeah.
That's got to be just out of the question, like, at that point.
Exactly. So, and how are you going to have certain areas go, but not all, and,
but
within
then,
the state?
But then the argument is, oh, the kids don't get it, so we don't, what are you talking about? You're crazy. Put the kids back to school. I don't know, bro. I'm homeschooling my kid until this shit goes.
Certain parts of Connecticut has more sick children than adults, so I mean, it's like you can't win with that either.
Yeah. Jism. I think we're done reviewing Raw simp rating crew. We've been over Raw for the last 2 hours, bro.
Yeah, we nailed it. What you can do is check out this Saturday. That's right. Brought to you by the Joe Cronin Show. I'm going to go ahead and be hosting my fifth, I believe now, Extra Life charity live stream. It's going to be at 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on my YouTube channel. So that's youtube.com/countdownended. Go there and check it out. Going to be live playing games, taking calls from the community. People want to call in, hang out. That'd be great. Going to play some live games and trivia. Got some stuff planned, some video reviews, video games. It'll be a good time, but it's all to help out sick kids in needs, provide them with entertainment. 100% of the proceeds collected goes directly towards helping sick kids, and all donations collected are fully tax deductible. I see none of the money. It goes right to the Children's Hospital.
Didn't you used to do it on Twitch, though?
Yeah, I did it on Twitch previously.
I didn't know you could
YouTube
do it
last time.
I didn't know you could do it on YouTube.
Yep, anywhere you want to stream.
Oh, but is it partnered by Twitch, though?
No.
Oh, I thought the program worked on Twitch for some reason.
They have extra things on Twitch that you can incorporate with your streams, but no, you can stream from anywhere.
Oh, man, I was going to go live on Twitch before you and then raid your stream.
Well, hey, we could still...
I'll just do it on YouTube instead.
Bring them around.
I'll do it on YouTube. Yeah, so like, what time are you going to go live? 3?
3 Eastern. Yeah, that's the plan. And then we'll lead into, entertainment for the night to bring everybody into Corrupted.
What did we hit last time you did it? It was 2-3 years ago. You hit, what did we hit, 2,000 or 1,000?
It was I think close to 2,000. I have to go back and double check, but
yeah, that's pretty good, man.
Yeah, because my records were weird on my actual page, because what happened was I made a team for a couple of the years, and it would count just as team donations, not against my own. And I think one of the years I made like the JCS team, but I was the leader for it, so not all the donations are counted for previous years.
Who does it? Like, where can I go to look
It's
up?
Extra Life, so it's extra-life.org/participant/countdown ended. So I'll throw it in the chat.
Okay, because I see Twitch on their thing, but I don't see YouTube, so I'm confused how it works. Like, I see it on Twitch, but I guess I had no idea that it could work on YouTube. I'll have to sign up and jump into it. What is Children's Miracle Hospitals?
Basically, they help cover people that can't afford treatments.
Right.
So that's what it's used for.
Let me look here. Right now, D&D Beyond has raised $46,000. Rooster Teeth has raised $30,000. And Dungeons and Dragons top team, $87,000.
We've raised $245 so far, and we're in the overall rank is 936. So
damn, we gotta get that rank up. This is bullshit. We gotta get that rank up, bro. Fuck. What is your thing? How can I look at that?
I just threw the link in the chat, so you
okay,
should be able to see it that way.
Let me go look at that. Now, can I own one of these kids? Like, can I eventually just buy them and let them live with me?
You have to go to Wayfair for that, actually.
Oh, Wayfair. That's right. You're right. I can go there. That's true. Well, I don't want to do anything to them, though. I just want to be their dad. I don't want to be their daddy. I want to be their dad.
So it's up to you what you want to do. So, but it does. We've bought tons of great things they've showed me over the years. We bought a bunch of the kids going through chemo treatment, rock band and things like that, so they can go ahead and.
This is bullshit.
They made like their own little chemo bands. It was pretty cool.
We raised more than $245. Why does it say $245?
That's for this year's.
Okay.
Current goal.
I'm like, what the fuck? I'm like, we came in and like.
Yeah, the goal is at 5,000 for this year. We just set it up there, but I have a few milestones up now. There'll be more thrown up throughout the week, but one of the first ones we have is getting Patrick with high. My buddy Patrick is going to come on, and we're going to have a little game show with him. And for every question he gets wrong, he's going to have to just get a little bit higher. So dabs all around. It's going to be funny.
And if we get the 5,000, I'll jack him off.
That's right. We'll finish him on toast, so it's delicious to eat.
I'll finish him, and we'll put it up on Pornhub.com for everybody.
There we go. You porn, we're coming right at you.
Man raises $10 million for sick kids by jacking off friend.
On toast.
Yeah, Pornhub actually is... Dude, Pornhub would jump on that in a minute. Like, they'd be like, oh, yeah, man, imagine the press, like... And then they would just love it. They'd be down with that.
Then if we hit the $1,200 goal, we're going to start giving away some gift cards and stuff. And then I have a WWE prize pack that's up there too. So, just for even if you can only donate what would cost a cup of coffee, it helps. It all goes towards a great cause and helping sick kids in need, and it's a great thing. So I appreciate you, helping out as much as you have, and hopefully everybody can go ahead and show up Saturday.
You guys better donate, because I'm probably going to donate a bomb. And then, it's going to be weird if, and I don't even have money because I have to pay taxes.
Yeah, exactly. So people better come in full force. I know that. I'm counting on you. Everybody's got this handled. Yep. It also seems to be stated online right now. There's a few different sites picking it up, but it seems like, obviously Randy Orton will wrestle Drew McIntyre for the title at SummerSlam. Edge and Randy Orton's story is far from over, but their third match is not happening at SummerSlam. That was what was originally planned. So, and thank you everybody in the chat. Yes, it's like
my daughter just called me on
St. Jude's, things like that. And thank you, Real YT.
Yeah, St. Jude's is the best, man. Whenever I do a charity thing, it's usually St. Jude's, because they're just great, man. St. Jude's the best. They pay for parents to be able to be next to their kids and they're sick.
Yeah, that's exactly what Children's Miracle Network does as well. And then we also set it up so you can. I don't get to directly choose where all the I choose the hospital and what parameters you want to see happen. But they obviously take care of the funding themselves, which, but 100% of the proceeds do go to either towards like paying someone's sick, child's bills that can't afford, keeping families together, and providing entertainment for the kids. So, and I've seen it firsthand, in action. There's so many times that I've been in the hospital, and that's why I wanted to do this to begin with, because, there's my grumpy butt complaining about dealing with pain, and then you see a bunch of, young children really sick and smiling, happy, as if they don't have a care in the world, and how brave they can be is just awe-inspiring and very stunning. So it really sticks with your heart.
Do you remember what happened a couple of years ago when we got that guy to donate like $100 or something? I was like, I feel like I was doing something messed up, dude. It was weird. Like we got this guy.
I remember now.
It's been a couple of years. It was like 4 years ago. 4 years ago, we were close to like you were close to $500 or something, and I was like, dude, I'll bash myself in the balls.
Yeah,
or something. It was weird.
I'll
dude.
destroy my soul.
Oh my god! Like it's always fun. It's gonna be fun this year to see how the bar.
It'll be a good time. So
yeah, man.
If you just want to come and hang out, you can't donate. That's okay. Just share the stream and try and get as many people.
Come in and give $1, bro. Everybody can give $1 or $2. Come on, man. You always walk by that fucking cunt with the goddamn fucking Salvation Army bell. This is your time to drop $1 or $2, and it actually goes to a good place. Instead of that guy with the bell who's gonna beat a gay guy in the head with it later.
Come on.
But yeah, it'll be fun Saturday night. So yeah, I'll do like a pre-show hype thing, and then we'll go over and raid you or something. It'll be fun. Dolph Ziggler's boring. MVP has one of the greatest suits I've ever seen in my life. That might be one of the greatest suits I've ever seen. We should jump him, kill him, and then take his suit and sell it for the money to donate to that fund on Saturday. No, oh my god, no! But no, seriously, if that not the greatest suit you've ever seen.
It is a damn good suit.
That's a fucking awesome suit, dude. It's like glowing silver. The purple lights are reflecting off it. Dude, Dolph Ziggler is got a goddamn like Weekend at Bernie's shirt under his thing.
He does. Wearing his kicks and just looking like a lard of blonde shit.
His hair is great, though. I will say that. Good hair on you, Dolph. You got the hair, brother. You got the hair going, you sick brother.
He's always had the hair, though.
Right. Well, let's finish off the donos, see what you guys have. Hell yeah! What's up?
After watching Taker documentary, Keith Lee is a Taker guy, so I'm pretty sure Taker put his word into Triple H and Lee was push more. It's not cause of BLM, just saying, as I seen a Lee match live and it was good.
I think everybody in the back is like, this guy's the guy, man. This guy's great. So I think that's exactly it. I think Undertaker's like, damn, this guy's good. Rest. No, I think you're right. Thank you, Freddie Mitchell. What's up, brother?
Oh, wow. Grant from Mythbusters passed away.
Oh, a little bit of the bubbly. That's it.
What?
Want some bubbly?
Yeah.
Look at this stuff.
49.
Oh, a little bit of the bubbly. That's it.
I hope Braun gets eaten by an alligator. His title run been boring and sucked ass. Worst champion since Jinder.
Oh, my God, dude. I love that guy. That was the Asian guy, right?
Yes.
Alexa's sweet ass.
Grant,
thank you.
I'm Mahara. Yeah.
Yeah, Alexa's sweet ass. I'd like to see Jinder Mahal eat out a guy.
I'd like to see the swamp just swallow Braun whole. That'd be great. Like he gets stuck in some quicksand and just gets sucked up.
Why the fuck did Grant...
Hell yeah! And besides, Keith Lee probably hates black after all. Isn't he dating me? Lol, just kidding.
Oh, man.
Damn. Yeah, apparently Grant had a sudden brain aneurysm that killed him at the age of 49. Wow.
Oh, my God. What? Dude, that's like one
and
of
then
my...
a pregnant YouTube star, Nicole Thea, she died at the age of 24 today. So
from what?
I'm looking into it.
I mean, that's one of the things I was always the most scared about, because when I was a kid, like an idiot, my parents...
Super chat.
Or my mom...
Super chat. Tables, ladders, chairs, and slab of concrete match.
Yeah, that'd be a good one, Casey.
Her and her unborn son passed away. So that's terrible. Oh, that's even worse.
Dude, I told this to people before, but after my dad died when I was 8, my mother signed me up for some therapy group thing. And it was the worst thing ever, because I was sitting in a round table and I was scared, sad about my dad being dead. And then everybody at the table had a parent that just died. And everybody around the table had to say how their parent died and why they're there and everything, like you were in some fucking recovery alcohol thing.
Oh,
and
God.
I heard everything, dude, and all it did was terrify the shit out of me. The next person was like, my father died in a drunken car accident. But the one that stood with me all forever was a brain tumor and an aneurysm. My father had an aneurysm and died suddenly and blah, blah, blah. And, like, so I'm sitting there sad and scared about my dad dying at 8 years old, realizing life can end at any point. My whole world look has changed. And now all these other people are telling me all these other ways to die. And and then it just became more terrified. And every day I thought my mom's going to die of an aneurysm out of nowhere, or I'm going to die randomly, or we're all going to die. Oh, my God, I'm going to die. Like, don't ever put your kids in those fucking things. Go fuck yourself. Never put your kid in a fucking group fucking for my parent died too thing. Because then you're going to find out about all the other ways to die, and it's going to terrify the shit out of you, especially if you're under the age of 12. Don't do it.
Yeah, exactly. It just continually piles on to, well, how else can we see
fucking
our
horrified.
fragile lives end?
I'm more scared now. You know, like, my dad had diabetes his whole life, so I kind of understood, like, oh, man, you know, he's kind of sick, and then he died. But then to find out all these other ways, I was like, well, I'm just more terrified. So this fucking little group you put me in was fucking stupid.
Yeah, and it just, you know, comes in threes. Naya Rivera, like Why Society mentioned, somebody else in the chat said it too. Oh, Troy, you know, she passed away. All the whole cast of Glee gathered at the place where she drowned and paid. Twitter.
Oh, well, fuck him. But anyway, go ahead.
But Naya Rivera, he tagged me, and she passed away. They found her body today or yesterday, one of the two. She was the actress on Glee that apparently drowned.
Oh, really? Wow.
Yeah. So
yeah, he just talks. He spends hours talking shit and making up lies. Then he fucking sends us fucking news. That makes no sense. But whatever.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
See, this is the shit I don't know.
Oh, Tennis Racket Jones and multiple other people, man, send me stuff about what he says. And they're like, why is this guy just like saying all this shit about you? I'm like, I don't know. That's weird that he sends you news. What a psychopath. This community's full of psychos.
Jesus.
Stuff I could play for you. Completely wrong and stupid.
No, it was Troy in the chat that had said it, and Why Society had tweeted it to me, so.
Yeah, he's a psycho.
But yeah, I mean, that's three, you know, people right there. That's terrible. All young, you know, and you don't want to see anybody pass away, but especially young lives.
Yeah, this is horrible, man. That's terrible.
Leaving children behind and having an 8-month-old, you know, pass away in utero.
Seems like a sweetheart, too, the Asian guy from Mythbusters. I liked him.
Yeah, very revered, you know, highly.
Mm. Remember that guy that was going to have JD killed by Russians?
Yes.
Do you remember that? I don't know why, but the clip of that randomly just came up in my desktop folder because I saved it.
Oh, God.
If you don't make an apology, I'll have you killed by Russians. Like, what a weird fucking... I wonder if that guy ever got investigated by the FBI. You think he ever got investigated?
I don't know. I really wonder, though.
I got the paragraph right here. Hey,
I would love to say yes.
If you don't make an apology video, I will have you killed. Like, I have Russians that are going to kill you and all this stuff. I wonder if the FBI ever visited this guy.
It really does make you wonder. I would love to say yes, though, and just, you know, see him sweating. Mr. Tough Guy behind the keyboard.
Years ago that happened, but like I get so many of those things that I'm like, I wonder if they actually, because I know when I take care of those things, they happen, but like I don't know what happened with that. I don't know. What a weirdo. I remember that guy. I just randomly came across that file in my fucking folder and was like, what is this? Oh yeah, this is the guy that was gonna have him tortured by Russians. What is wrong with people?
What a friggin' nut.
People are fucking crazy, dude. Back to the donos.
Give me a hell yeah!
Freddie Mitchell, man. Flair moonsault off the top rope was a version of her dad's. Something dropped. She's supposed to not landed it, just saying. Oh. Buenos noches, todos los luchadores de WWE y Mexicano le doy poder. Vendo. What's up, Vendo? How you doing? Buenos noches. 1, 2, 3, 4, 25. 28.
Super chat.
Hi, Joe and Big Sexy DeMarco.
Yo, Broken Lion.
Oh, shit. Broken Lion.
Hasta luego, Brokenlion. What's up, man? How you doing, man? We're having a good night tonight. We're drinking acid and finding out if it hurts us.
Super Chat Party.
Vince McMahon's nuts smell like money.
Last Thursday was my 6-year anniversary, Lee guys. Beer.
Woo! Hell yeah, son. Last Thursday.
Yeah, that's awesome.
6 years here. Vince McMahon's nuts smell like money. Thanks for being here, brother.
That's awesome. That's
Thank
a hell of a
sir.
long-time listener.
Yeah, man. Much appreciated, dude. Gracias. Now that awkward pause while we wait for the next one to come in. Super
Never
chat
sure
is...
when they chime in. I'm used to not hearing them, so I'm always trying to be,
I'm waiting
mindful.
Come on, super chat. It's on too long for $1.99. But shout out, man.
Just wants to hold out.
You want my nuts to smell like what? Jake DeMarco, I'm going to call your charity stream on Saturday, and I'm going to whoop your ass.
Oh, Jesus. The boss
Shit
is gonna
bum.
fire me.
Joe, when is the next podcast I can look forward to listening to this week? I love listening to you while at work. I load packages into trucks. They say you need good load quality to fit everything in.
Oh.
I say you need good load quality to come in your spouse.
Every time I did it when Leah wasn't protected, we had a baby, so it worked out pretty good, I think. Bede, what up, Bede? Gonna have a Morning Madness podcast up on Patreon tomorrow, so that'll be up. And then we'll have another one or two this week. Me and Leah are gonna do another Till Death Do Us podcast.
Shit bum.
Podcast coming out as
Hi
well,
Joe,
so-
on Thursday it was my 6th year anniversary for the show. Here's to another 6 years.
Oh, damn, he did it again. He donated twice.
Yeah.
Hell yeah, baby. 6 years, baby. I'm gonna drop the load. The big Valboski is gonna drop a load. I don't know, man. The big Valboski, when he used to talk like that, was hilarious.
Oh, it used to crack me up. I loved it as a kid.
Imagine seeing Valboski in his heyday versus Mike Tyson in his heyday in a promo.
Oh, my, because they're both so over-animated. That would have been great.
You're gonna do what?
That,
Super chat.
sexually
Super
charged.
chat.
Yeah.
1-year-old boy in NYC killed in shooting.
Yeah, I saw that. That's horrific.
Yeah, that was terrible, too. I mean...
Yeah, thanks. I want to die now. There's like 30 there's like
the shit out of everybody.
It's like 30 dead people in New York from gun shootings. It's crazy.
Yeah, it's been bad lately, I guess.
New York, it's a lovely place. De Blasio, I'm a dumb fucking idiot. Fucking get a sub and I'll fuck your mother and asshole. I'm sorry. Fucking play it. Hey man, take your fucking wallet. I don't know. That's New York. That sums up New York to me.
You got the accent down.
Sorry,
you
New
got
Yorkers.
it down.
Got the fucking accent there. I'm gonna fucking lie and steal and cheat, eat a sob, and I'm gonna fuck my wife in front of your mother and you fucking dead. That's fucking New
You got
York.
your hands moving. You're going to have your hands moving, too.
That's New York, brother. Fuck New York, dude.
Get those hands moving.
Jacob, you're from New Jersey. Why are you getting offended, dude? Your state's a smokestack, so I don't know what, maybe that's why you're mad, bro.
3 Mile Island.
God damn it. Everybody from New York, I don't know, man. Everybody I ever worked with from New York has been a scumbag. I don't know what to tell you, dude. I don't know why. The listeners from New York are fine. I've never had a problem with a listener from New York. They've all been good. I'm from Boston. We don't like each other. But the listeners from New York have all been great. Seriously. But all the people I ever worked with from like New York and New Jersey, it's like it doesn't go well. Something about that place, man. You better fucking have respect while I fuck your asshole. Take your fucking cock. I don't know, fucking. They're all weird, dude. It's weird. It's like a big fucking sort of like everybody's a car salesman or something like that. I don't know what it is. Everybody's like waiting to knife you in the back. Like, what can I get from this guy? Fucking stab you in the back. Like that's what it's just. I don't know what it is, bro. Roxbury, Mass is fucking bad. Holy shit. Yeah, it is.
I think the Slob 75 joke was the best part of 2020 pre-coronavirus.
What was that? Slob 75. I think Slob 75 joke was.
Yeah. Slob?
Yeah, Slob.
What's that, Slob?
Yo, Slob.
You talking to me, Joe? Are you talking to me?
Was that this
No,
year?
No, Tommy, I was talking to Slob.
Is that really this year?
I thought it was older, but I guess so.
Wow.
Pre-coronavirus, so.
God damn,
that
man.
feels like a million years away.
New Jersey guy. Fuck you. I'm just trying to get all the New York guys rattled. They're in the chat freaking out. I'm kidding. We're from Boston. We suck too. Roxbury is bad.
Party.
Why is Roxbury bad?
Did you guys hear Elvis' grandson passed away today?
Yes, he shot himself, dude. Right?
Yeah.
He shot himself. Vince McMahon, dude. I mean, it's fucked up. How old is the kid? 20-something?
I'm not sure.
Find that out, somebody. Was he 24? I mean, he looked like Elvis, too.
Yes.
Dude, he looked like Elvis. I'm a masshole, Jersey guy.
Terrible tragedy.
Dude, Elvis's son shot himself, dude, and he looked like Elvis. But you know what, though, dude? With everything going on, with people being killed and all the bad stuff going on, I just don't. Someone kills themselves, I have no.
Yeah, you're
whatever.
just hard pressed to really. Yeah. Not that you're not sympathetic, but you're more apathetic than you normally would be.
Yeah, because it's like, dude, people are like fighting for their lives, and you just ended yours. Like, I don't fucking care.
Yeah, that's my issue too.
Makes
sense.
I think that. Well, but now he's up there throwing up with his dad in the toilet. So I mean, he's gone somewhere else.
And I bought a shotgun, but I can't help shooting myself in front of you. I bought a weapon.
I'm sorry. That's how I deal with that stuff. I don't know. I don't know what to tell you, man. There's fucking people being killed and dying and stuff, and you decide, I don't know, whatever. But the guy really did look like Elvis, so rest in peace to him, and that's sad, man. I don't know what was going on in his life.
For the meme, he should have shot himself on the toilet.
Oh my God. Kobe dies and we shed a tear. This guy dies and we're really doing this?
Yep.
Come
Sounds
on,
about
man.
right.
This is fucked up. Another shooting in Lynn, Mass. Shootings in Lynn, Mass as well. Yeah, but
so
I mean, there's like a shooting in Roxbury every weekend, I would think.
It's just been more prevalent, I feel like. Maybe we're just more aware of it going on.
It's
but
not.
I feel like there's been more shootings in my local areas as well.
It's nowhere near like New York, though. It's like, but Roxbury is like, every weekend. Me and Leah used to laugh. Our police scanners locally for Boston would go off every weekend, or once in a while, almost every weekend. And when it went off, I was like, something's going on in Boston, and she'd be like, it's Roxbury, and I'd be like, oh, and yep, put it down. So
just kind of roll your eyes and know. Yeah.
But other than that, Massachusetts usually doesn't really have too bad of a. I mean, it's not
high of a crime rate.
Yeah, it's not too bad. Like, it's weird. Like, I mean, you would think that we would be.
You still have fireworks going on?
Not really. They sort of stopped. I'm surprised. I think they fucking bombed them all off in like 2 days. They're like, but normally it goes all year round. After the 3rd of July, it's like they don't stop until about November usually. But
yeah, I think because they didn't have shows. Typically people would have their their craving satiated to watch stuff blow up, but didn't work out. So people have been lighting fireworks around here constantly. I don't mind it, but so many of my neighbors get so agitated. I enjoy it. Doesn't bother me. And people are usually considerate. Like, they'll stop by 10 or 10:30.
Right. Well, this is all fucking Kobe's fault, man. He sent us into some kind of goddamn sub-portal.
You can almost say he sent us into a tailspin.
He did. He sent us into a fucking tailspin. And I'm sorry to all of us. I mean, I just miss Kobe. They put that stupid thing out the other day of all the people that died, who would you bring back? And I'm like, I can't stand this thing because I want to bring back everybody. Or no, I can't deal with this. I fucking close the page. I was like, I'm not even voting on this. I'd probably go with the last guy that died usually. So I probably would have gone with Kobe because that's the one where you're like, all right, I've accepted everybody else's death by now. But Kobe's, I still am like, what? When I see him somewhere or like an ad or when whatever happens and I see Kobe and I'm like, oh my God, like, we're living in a fucking alternate reality.
Yeah, you just forget that they're no longer here.
It's really strange.
Yeah, Kobe died and the world ended. That's right, Tiger Boy.
And I'm a
Certainly
Celtics fucking fan, dude. Like, I'm a goddamn Celtics fan. And I'm fucking crazy about this. Bring back Kobe. Yeah, him and his daughter, man. Just bring his daughter back. You know what I'm saying? Like, that he would
bring her. Keep the kids alive.
Right. Like, that he would want more than anything his daughter to be alive. So if I could bring back anyone, bring back his goddamn daughter. So she could, beat, I don't know, man. That's just the worst, dude. Oh, God. Why did you bring, what the fuck, chat? What the fuck?
And just.
You want me to cry again? Like, what the fuck's going on, bro?
Super chat.
Baseball back July 25th. Yankees will win it all.
Wow, really, Adam Cruz? Fuck you. Fucking goddamn it. I hope the Red Sox throw at the Yankees cups.
Super chat party.
I went into a shop today in Scotland wearing a JCS shirt and the person serving me said, "Oh, Joe Cronin, he's awesome. He watches Too Small World."
Really? That's whacked out, dude. That's crazy.
Awesome.
Dude, Vince McMahon's nuts. Thank you. You know what's weird is, like, the time I was, that's really cool, man. That's like a super crazy feeling because you're like, what? Like, this person knows what I'm, like, that's crazy because it is a small world, because it's a small show. But a lot of wrestling fans have seen the show. So I was ordering a sub one day at this local place, and a dude was like, "Joe Cronin?" And I was like, "What?" Like, because I was at a pizza place up the street from my work, and I'm like, "What the fuck, dude?" And the guy recognized me in the pizza place, and I just thought that was whacked out. I was like, "What the hell?"
That's awesome.
That's crazy. But usually it's not. That never happens unless, like, I'm at a wrestling show. So that is
something
wild.
to do with wrestling.
Yeah, it's
Super
weird.
chat. Super chat.
Prayers for Rusev to beat the virus.
Yeah,
Yes,
man.
no Lana.
I hope Mario Rodriguez. What up, Mario? Yeah, hopefully Rusev just murders the virus, right? Because, like, the minute somebody dies who's like Rusev in shape and like a wrestler we know, that's when I start freaking out. But, like, chances are these guys will all beat it, and they have so far. So if the statistics are correct, almost pretty much every wrestler is going to beat it. If the statistics are correct, right? Even Roman Reigns, if he got it, would beat it.
Give me a hell yeah!
You would think.
There is a shooting here in Atlanta every weekend and our local government are dumbass, they are fighting too.
Damn, dude. Yeah, everybody doesn't know what to do right now. Everybody's freaking out. Freddie Mitchell. Everybody wants to rebel right now because we've activated the rebellion mode in everybody because of the virus. Even if it's the right thing to do, right? Telling people that they have to... It'd be like, imagine being on a Navy ship in the ocean and they're like, there's a deadly pathogen in the hallways. We have to stay in our quarters, and everybody stays in their quarters. People start going crazy eventually. That's what you're seeing. Everybody's rebelling. Whatever it was you felt and passion you had and stuff like that, it's activating the fight or flight in people's brains everywhere, and they're rebelling everywhere. So whatever it is you want to rebel against, it's coming out. So
What else we got? Oh, a little bit of the bubbly.
that's why it's so
Want some
weird.
bubbly? Look at this stuff. Oh, a little bit of the bubbly. That's it.
Tommy, I fucked Crystal in the ass. She now has the runs and shits like a goose. I am the Black Mountain black man with a 13 hard on. She now has a limp.
Oh my God.
Oh God.
Oh yeah, baby.
Speaking of Sith Neegan just donated $100 to the Extra Life Fund. So thank you
shit.
so very much. Badass to get that notification
Ahead of the game.
Ahead of the game, yeah. So we're up to 345 now, baby. We're gonna be cooking with gas before we even start the stream.
Negan. Sith Neegan.
Thank you so much.
Super chat party.
Do you guys think Ronda will come back at SummerSlam?
No, I don't think so. I think
they do another Evolution all women's pay-per-view. I think they'd have to have an audience return too.
Yeah.
But at that time, then I think she would possibly return. But doing the whole while they're in pandemic mode, no, I don't think she'll return. No chance.
Mark Ronda Rousey down for 2021 Royal Rumble. That's what I could say. Vince McMahon's nuts smell like money. By the way,
I mean, we're supposed to get her this year, and then all the plans fell through. But
I think it's the Rumble. Rumble.
That makes the most sense.
Soundwave 92 is the top donator tonight. It looks like he's going to take home the digital JCS championship. Soundwave 92 with the $51. 405's on the phone. Hello.
Hold up, yo. Let me mute.
Hell yeah, brother.
Mute.
Mute. I don't know why, but this is the sound effect that I've wanted to go with tonight.
All right, Joe, you got me, bro?
Yeah, what's up, man?
All right, hey, man, what's up? Just wanted to call in, touch base on the Mythbuster, Grant Imahara dying. That just fucking sucks, bro.
Yeah, dude.
Like, that's just a fucking punch in the balls, man.
That's a nice guy. I felt like that guy seemed like a nice guy. He was always fun to watch. Smart. Like, really? Brain aneurysm? Damn, dude. He's in good shape. Like, that's why shit's crazy.
Dude, I watched him on Craig Ferguson's show. I don't know if you remember that show way back in the day. They had that little skit they would do from time to time with a fucking robot, and that was like Grant's little invention, and that's how he started his little claim to fame.
I love that show,
and I started watching him on YouTube, man. What I called in to say was, of all fucking people to find the blood to randomly fucking hit a vessel to take him fucking out, and we can't get a fucking little fucking droplet of fucking snot to go into this orange fucking clown that's fucked up this whole fucking world. What the fuck is wrong with this fucking place?
Oh,
this
boy.
fucking sucks, man. I'm fucking over this shit. I'm not a Republican, Democrat, but this fucking blows. This is shit.
My God. Oh, it's not shit anymore, caller.
I had in the spot all day. I want you to jam it.
What is going on?
Oh, it's in your bunghole. God almighty now. Oh, it's in your bunghole. I want it jammed in my bunghole. Oh, it's in your bunghole.
Audio Jungle. I'm back, get ready.
Oh my God!
Holy shit!
Every jam. Oh my God, bro! He's back. He's
back and dropping bombs. And took that belt right from Soundwave, snatched it, said that's mine.
Oh my God, dude! What the frig? A 200 bomb at the end of the night. The poor caller got cut off right as he was ready to go in on Trump, and half the chat would hate on him.
He was saved by the bell then.
Oh
or
my
the
God.
Omega bomb.
Well, if somebody calls up and loves Trump, they're going to get half the chat angry. If someone calls up and hates Trump, they're going to get half the chat angry. But listen, dude, I kind of agree with you on most of that. And you're right, man. What is this world going on? Everyday Jam, $200. Fuck that guy. He's dead. Whatever. Everyday Jam. That's basically
the one
what
and
happened.
only.
Holy shit, dude! It's a party now. Now I have some money to donate to that fucking Extra Life thing since I'm out of it.
Hey, don't bankrupt yourself. You do enough supporting.
Well, oh yeah. Everyday jam. Everyday jam. Everyday Jam is back on the show. He gonna slap your fucking mother up in the face with a dildo. I'm coming for your mom with cum some. Gonna put my fucking penis inside of a bum. Ride it up and down her ass really fast. I'ma crash, I'ma slap her ass on the motherfucking grass. Here I come, freestyle style. Everyone stay a while. I'm gonna slit your mother's throat. I'm gonna fucking take her to the Nile. Drop her in the fucking ocean, watch her die. Bury her on the floor, maybe watch her fly. Throw her off the Grand Canyon, watch her splat. Fucking big fat bitch is fat, yeah, Big fat rhinoceros mom, filled with Joe Cronin's fucking cum. That's what I'll do to your mom. Me and Everyday Jam, that's the plan. Here we come, fucking man. Put it
Super
in,
Jet.
put it
Super
in.
Jet.
Man and woman holding hands. Pregnant woman. Family.
Pregnant women holding hands. White people owning land. BLM is breaking land. Two old couple with their guns, get them, take them in the hand. What is up? No, but seriously, thank you, man. Everyday Jam is back.
Making you freestyle.
And he's right, and he's bumping off fucking goddamn Soundwave 92.
He's jamming away. Yeah, baby.
Wow. End the night on a bam. Alabama slamming.
And then Adam Cruz with the $2 super chat afterwards with the family emojis.
What was that about? That made me uneasy. I don't know what that was.
Relationship, pregnant, family.
I mean, that was
way of life.
Well, okay, yeah, I guess that's right. It was just uneasy. I don't know why I was uneasy by it because I didn't know what it meant exactly. I'm like, yeah, I mean, I've got
assumption. I could be way off.
I've got a family. I mean, Bernard Scott, what's up, man? All my New York friends that hit me up on Twitter, they're like, what the fuck? Everybody loves it. now everyone is roasting. All my New York listeners and friends are roasting Boston on my Twitter line right now. Come roast us, man. We're just as dumb. I'm just joking. It's only the former people that I've known, and that's all. It's like 9 people. Yeah. There's literally 9 people.
Just the ones you worked with.
The listeners are great. There's 9 people I know though that were all weird. But yeah, listeners.
9?
Yeah, like 9. I don't want to name them, but there's like 9. My kids fell asleep earlier, so yeah. I mean, I'm down with the family emoji, bro. I went upstairs. My kids are asleep on the floor. I was like, oh, good kids. They fell asleep together. These two play with each other like all day. They come up with these games, and then I want to get in on the games. I'm like, what are you guys doing? They're like, oh, we're playing hide this, and then we have to find it and then I'm like, I want to play that, and then I hide it in the spot, and eventually they're like, I don't know where it is, and I'm like, all right, here it is. I'll just tell you where it is. That's, and then they're like, all right, you don't get to play anymore. So like I reverse psychology on it because they're like, play with us, play with us, play with us. Then I do play with them, and then they're like, you're too hard, like with this, like, oh. And then my third
Ninja Dad strikes again.
Yeah, dude. Ninja Dad. I am a ninja. By the way, did you notice? I mean, every time they say ninja on WWE, it feels like they want to say the N-word. I'm sorry.
It really does.
What are they doing? Like, it sounds like
ninja.
Yeah, like even somebody said tonight, like they were like, "You're my ninja" or something, and it was like, nobody says that. Like,
yeah, they snicker every time somebody says oil and vinegar.
What is going on, dude? Like, they're really like, dude, it's like they're fucking. I don't know, dude.
Vinegar. Yeah, see? And then they have to go ahead.
Very weird. Very strange.
My name is Kane and I'm donating.
Joe, I'm going to send you and Jake a dildo in your po boxes. I don't care how you guys use it. I want a review. Bang.
Brokenlion. Thank you for the donation, Brokenlion.
I'm down. I'll be checking the P.O. box, so don't disappoint.
If it's a double-sided,
we can get creative.
We can really have some fun. Now, I have a small asshole, so we have to cut it up a little bit on my side. Plus, when you when you cut it like in a square, the ridges really rub you and like skin you inside. And I'll tell you what, man. It's exciting. That's gotta be Kane! My God, no! Thank you for the donation, Broken Lion.
All right, before I get myself in any more trouble, I am out of here. I will catch you Wednesday for Out of Nowhere. Or no, excuse me, Thursday for Out of Nowhere, Wednesday for the AEW review. I'm still used to it being on Wednesdays in my mind. That'll forever be emblazoned in my memory.
Jake Braxton said she ragdolled that ninja. That's what they said, and they said it like, dude.
Yeah.
There's something going, like, I don't know, bro. I would, whatever.
It's weird.
It's weird.
It is weird. I concede that fact.
It's almost like a subliminal, like I could see some intense people who are like, sort of into the sort of like, the people that think the OK symbol is everyone doing that's like a racist symbol or something.
All correct. No, that's
yeah, I could see the people being like, that's what they do, man. They're saying ninja to get away with, they know what they're doing. It's like jogger. They know what they're saying. Like, there's definitely people out there thinking that. I'm not saying that that's
remove the OK symbol from Call of Duty.
Yeah. What?
Come on.
It's the OK symbol. It's like the thumbs up.
Yeah. Okay.
Just because some friggin' a couple maybe of like Nazi idiot people are doing it, you're gonna ban everybody else from doing
real, Nazi sympathizers. They're just trolls that think it's funny.
How about I mean, what are you doing?
I already took credit for this one. Remember?
Yeah,
saying he came up with it.
It's so, dude. It's the dumbest thing. I mean, what's next? The thumbs up? Like, oh, thumbs up. Like that means fucking thumbs up. We kill the black.
My ass.
Ridiculous.
I'll show you.
Right. It's kind of funny, yeah. I don't know. It's funny to everybody who's normal. It's not funny to the people who are crazy, who think everything's like bad or whatever. Yeah. Listen, bro. There's. But I'm just saying, I got a guy who wrote me a paragraph about it like 2 weeks ago. He was like, dude, this is why they're saying ninja, and I know what they're doing. I'm not gonna watch this anymore. This is, and the guy was like freaking out, and I'm like, maybe, but like, why are there black champions? Like, so I don't know.
Yeah,
He's like, because that
exactly.
doesn't
Yeah.
matter. That doesn't matter. This is the way. Like, I'm like, I guess I get what you're saying because I hear it too, but
Gonna
I
pick
think
up some Advil.
I think
Ooh,
we're.
Lord, ooh, Lord.
Yeah, I don't know, man. Like, I don't think they're doing.
Ooh,
I
Lordy.
don't know. But I probably would refrain from the play on it. I would call them like ninjas, but I would refrain from the play on like ninja what? Like that's like don't do that.
Yeah, don't.
Because people already think that that's weird. So
Yeah,
don't
they
do
already
that.
think that's where you're going with it.
But
so.
but I'm not going psycho about it either. I'm aware of it, but I'm not going psycho about it.
Yeah,
so.
we'll see. We don't have to snap until they give us reason to.
Yeah.
And that's what it comes down to. So
Right.
hopefully they don't push that envelope.
Well,
And
if
I
they
don't know
start
they'd be
saying
foolish
the
enough.
if they start saying the N-word on WWE, Tommy will start watching again.
Yeah, he'll be inclined to be a repeat viewer.
Right.
No doubt about that.
But yeah, because of the times, it's weird. Cornelius in the chat. Yeah, it's weird. Anyway, Jake's got to go. Jake, man.
I don't think they do that to themselves now, but you never know with Vince.
No, but I definitely am surprised that somebody backstage was like, you know what? I get the storyline, but we should not. Like, we should just let's just avoid that. I'm surprised that someone didn't say like, let's not do that.
Yeah, really.
Like, I mean, I'm serious. Like,
oh, I believe you, but there's a lot of times where they have stories, and you're like, how is this possible? Who okayed this?
Right. I don't know, man.
I'm telling you. Alrighty, I will see you Wednesday for the AEW review, Thursday out of nowhere, and Friday for Monetize This.
And they're going out for some hangings.
Going out for some hangings.
See you, Jake, man. I'll talk to you
Alrighty,
soon.
Everybody have a great night. Stay sexy. Stay healthy.
Good night, baby. And a big shout out to Everyday Jam. $200 donation. Shout out to Sith Neegan last night, too, who tore it up. Phone lines are open for anybody. Unknown caller. We've been taking unknown callers. Hello.
I'm going to rape your kids. I'm going to rape Gavin in the butthole.
Oh, man. Come on, man. Please don't rape my kid. Come on, bro. Let's not rape my kid. Come on. Let's not rape my kid, bro. Because I'm going to have to fucking kill your family if you do. No, that was from years ago. That was shit dick losing his mind over that guy who was talking about his kid. That was fucking weird, man. I still have that guy blocked in my Skype from that. Like I still once in a while I'm like, why is this guy blocked on my Skype? And I'm like, oh yeah, that's why. That was weird, man. What a weird thing to do or say. That's bizarre. That'll get the FBI going. Good God, bro. Let's try another one. 214, what up? What's up, 214? 214, you're on the air. Good God, man. The calls tonight are horrendous, except for that guy earlier who was into the guy who was into Bianca Belair. That guy was good. But the calls after that, my God, they've been terrible. They've been bad. They've been bad. Nope, that 516, you're on the air, brother. 516. Jesus. Man, I don't know what it is, but years ago we used to get callers that like every call was like, "Oh, I want to say this about wrestling and that about wrestling." The callers now are fucking horrible. I don't know what the like American people and the people around the world have become like retarded. I swear to God, the people have become retarded. Like 2015 and 16 and shit, we would take calls like up the yin yang. It'd be fucking call after call after call. I think this, I think that, I think this, I think that. Now the calls are like, "Hey, what's up? I don't know, man. What do you think about Raw? What do you call? I saw you're on the show. Okay. You want to say something about something? Oh, I saw you. Okay. Thanks, man. Good call. Good call. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, tomorrow night, we'll have some throwdown for you. Make sure you guys subscribe to all my channels. Oh, but different call. Let's try one more time. 516, we lost him again. 302, we lost him. 2 people we lost. Good God, man. 339-226-6610. 339-226-6610. Do you have a wrestling take? A wrestling take, or do you want to fight with me or something? Like anything. It would be more interesting than hanging up or saying, "What's up? Just watching you." Okay. Yeah. So what are you doing? What's up, yo? Yeah. Come on. Torian Gordon, I should review Impact. Yeah. I'd review Impact if the people there weren't assholes. You know what I mean? Let me know. I'm just going to sit here and roast people. Jesus Davila on Twitter. Heard possible cure would take that long. This means sitting on my balls for 5 years. Damn. You're thinking 5 years of COVID? We're in trouble, man. The Washington Redskins are about to become the Washington Redskins. What is this?
Do you complain about masks got you down? If you continue to give a fuck after taking fuck them off, please.
I don't know what Kyle Martin. I don't know what that is, but I'm afraid to play it. I gotta tell you, man. Now, are the Washington Redskins, man? What are we gonna go with? They're gonna be like the Washington Red Wolves, the Washington Red Arrows. Like, how about the Washington Crossbows? That'd be cool, like a crossbow. That'd be sick. Davey, I'm gonna take your call in a minute, man. I'm sorry, bro. 857. What's up?
I got one cool question for you, Joe.
Yeah, man.
What do you feel like has to be done for wrestling to be as popular as it was back in the 80s and the 90s, just in general?
Oh, man, I think number one, they're going to have to get rid of these over-scripted promos. You know what I mean? They're going to have to let people have bullet points and develop their own personalities. That's the biggest thing to me. And then the second thing is that they're going to have to find some actually talented people that are more charismatic than what they have. So it's those two things really to me. And they need to get out of this sort of robotic phase they're in. But because even AEW, dude, like, doesn't matter what wrestling company does what, unless you get a character that's larger than life that's going to transcend the wrestling business, it's never going to get better because all of those other eras had that. Every era had that. It doesn't matter who you are. The Rock, Stone Cold, Hulk Hogan, you know what I mean? Goldberg in WCW, you know, everybody, you know, they were all these big characters and personalities that people got into. There's none of that in any, it seems like, in any wrestling promotion right now at all. So it's really going to be about getting a character that can talk, connect with the fans, and become larger than life. And people won't be so scripted. It's really, right now it's set up so that nobody could ever be that. With how scripted it is right now, there is no chance that anybody can get over with how the promos are structured at this point. So they could literally have a guy who could become that, but they'll never have that because they'll never be able to become that because their promos just don't allow for that connection to happen.
Mm-hmm.
So that's the answer, man. That's it. It's really comes down to those. When I was a kid, I saw Hulk Hogan going, "Well, you know something, dude? Here's what Hulkamania is gonna do," and I was excited as a kid, like, "What's this guy gonna do? Oh my God, he's intense!"
Exactly.
And then the music would hit, and he would come out, and you'd be like, "I'm an American too," like, and let's go. And this guy's wow, Rocky Balboa. You know, this guy. All these guys had charisma. Guys in the movies had charisma. Even a guy who wasn't the guy, like Rocky Balboa, you cheered for him in the movies. Apollo Creed, you cheered for Apollo Creed, for God's sake, in the movies, because this guy seemed like a badass and a whatever. Nobody has that right now in these. So that's what we're missing. That nobody has it. Jericho's the closest thing, I think, of anybody, like, really. But there's no. But he's older now. He's like so old and, you know, kind of a dated guy anyway, so he connects with the wrestling fans, but people outside of wrestling, they don't. It doesn't. I don't know, man. That's the answer though. Larger than life characters, we need them back.
Okay. Yo, Joe. Thanks for taking the call. I'm actually from Roxbury.
Bro, I used to deliver to Roxbury in Roslindale Goodyear Tire.
Yeah.
So what's going on, man? There's like a lot of shootings or something? What the hell's happening?
Yeah, man. It's like, and it's basically just the youth going crazy right now because they're all stuck inside and they don't really know how to get that steam off because sports are kind of shut down right now. So like they're just kind of going to war with each other through like violence and stuff like that.
That's
so
crazy.
That's basically what's going on.
That's so
right now.
weird, dude. So it's younger kids. It's not like gang stuff. It's younger kids because that's Roxbury's one of the only places. Roxbury's one of the only places I know where there's like, besides like Springfield, where there's like still kind of a little bit of active gang stuff. There's there's a little bit, in Roxbury.
Exactly.
Dude, Roxbury. I was in Roxbury one night. I was drunk and I walked to Roxbury. I ended up in Roxbury from another part of Boston, and I was walking through Roxbury at 2 a.m. Like through, think about it, right? I'm walking through Roxbury like at 2 a.m. in the randomest areas of Roxbury, and not good spots. Like, and I'm walking down I walked down a street. And a guy pulled a gun on me there. I was like, "You're in the wrong neighborhood, white boy." And I was like, "Yeah, I am, bro. Like, I know." I was like, "You're right." And I remember somebody was like, "Dude, they probably thought you were like a narc or a cop or like because they probably couldn't believe you were walking around in that area." I'm like, "Yeah, maybe it'd be cool." But my friend Malcolm lived right near there though, so I left Malcolm's house and I was like, Malcolm was like, "Where are you?" And I'm like, "I don't know, dude. A guy just showed me his gun though." And they, dude, they eventually found me though. But I would go back and forth between Milton or something and Milton, Roxbury, and South Boston, like for like months after that, because I had friends in all those areas. So we would bounce around to whoever's house was whatever, and it was, I don't know, man, it was a really funny time. But it was really funny because when Malcolm and those guys would come to Southie, they'd be like the only black guys in a bunch of Irish dudes. And when we went to Malcolm's place near Roxbury, and we go to Roxbury, his friend's house, then we'd be the only white guys. It was like the funniest thing, dude. Like every other week we'd be like in a different area or whatever. But dude, it was awesome. So yeah, it sucks to hear that when it's happening in Roxbury because I got friends that live there, so that sucks.
Yeah, it's pretty bad. But yo, Joe, man, I've been watching for years. Thank you so much for taking the call, and you guys have a great night.
Thanks, man. Maybe I'll see you sometime. Later, man. Now I'm out here in the suburbs, dude. I'm out here in the suburbs now. Now I'm in Foxborough, bro. Come to Foxborough. Foxborough's wild. Yeah, Roxbury's rough right now, it looks like. Whenever there's a shooting, there is a lot of shootings in Roxbury. I'm looking at the list right now. It's not like New York. It's not like numbers that are crazy, but it's like something every weekend is going weird. And like that guy said, it's the youth freaking out. Maybe some people don't have a lot of guidance or parents and things are going weird. There's some, so that the more you grow that, the more worse it's going to get. Happened in South Boston, happened in Dorchester, happened in Roxbury, happens in different areas like that. But yeah, that night in Roxbury was wild, dude. And it wasn't a night at the Roxbury either. It was a night in the wrong part of town for my white ass. But nah, man, most people there were good to me. That guy was probably worried. I think there was like a drug deal and they were like, or something was going on and they were like, what the fuck? Why is this guy walking down our dead end street right now? 405, hello.
Hey, what's up, Joe? Thanks for taking my call again, bro.
Yeah, man, what's up? Well, you got cut off last time, huh?
Yeah, we're cool. Get you off speaker, so I'm on my phone, not on my computer, so it probably sounds horrible. But man, I'll stay try to stay wrestling related here. So like where do you think this shit ends? I mean, it sounds like in your area it's getting a little better. I'm in Oklahoma myself, like touring for local wrestling promotions, shit like that.
Uh-huh.
So it's a big thing around here, and that shit is dead. I mean, it's dead. It's done for the moment, and it does not look like we're anywhere close to even being back to that. I mean, sustaining wise, like how long do you think just wrestling in general can sustain no house shows,
Well,
no local promotions, shit like, you know what I'm saying?
I think that we need, like, most of the country needs to get back to normal for it to work out. So, like, we got our corner pocket got hit, right? The Northeast got hit. Northeast, there's a lot of liberal Democrat, so a lot of people are doing the masks and stuff like that. We don't have the mentality a little bit of some of the other areas. But even with that, you're still going to get it because New York got slammed. So I think in the next month to 2 months, I think in 2 months, it will die down everywhere else a little bit because everybody will get those hot spots. It will die down. And we'll still be dealing with it on the regular, but on a low level, kind of like you're seeing in the Northeast right now. So realistically, when is this going to get better for wrestling? Like it's July. So forget July, forget probably even August. So you're looking at like September and October for them to start being like, all right, let's put more people in the crowd. You know, I think that's my...
But think about it on like this scale, man. Like, you know, I mean, you know, we all call into your show, everybody does, bitch about wrestling, it sucks. And, you know, we see the crowd already falling before this shit ever started. So even if things open back up in a perfect way, there's still going to be limited capacity in some instances, you know, for a good time to come. So, I mean, imagine, you know, we got shows on TV now with live audiences. It was already kind of hard to mask, you know, half of a crowd being empty or, you know, 3/4 capacity.
Yeah.
I mean, wrestling in general, man. I mean, I don't know, man. Sports in general kind of suck right now, obviously. But just that was already taking a hit is now taking this hit. And then it's going to take it at least for a sustained time, in my mind.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously it'll withstand it, but it's got to be different. I mean, it's I don't know, man. It can't just come out on the other side of this just completely unaffected.
Yeah.
I don't see it like that.
This is a big thing, man. This is bigger than we I mean, it's weird, dude. Like, we're going to be, you know, in the history books, it'll be like, oh, remember for like 2 to 3 to 5 years, things were different, you know? And in the in the history books, that's a flash in the pan. Like, oh, that's funny. Yeah, that's crazy that happened. Oh, yeah, whatever. But like for us living in it, 2 to 5 years is a...
Yeah, it's going to feel like forever when we're living through it. And that's why there's going to be some casualties of war of that. I got to think, man.
Well, it's
nothing more local promotions, shit like that. I mean, I don't know, man.
Yeah, I hope that I'm hoping that we never see the spikes that we see this year ever again.
Yeah.
Like if we go the entire 2021 and we never see an area spike above 1,000 cases a day ever again, that I'll consider that, I would consider that a huge win. Like, thank God. Like, all right, that's done with. Let's, you know, all right, we had a year. That's kind of how I'm looking at it. Like, 2020 is going to end up being a wash, and let's see what happens in 2021. I prepared myself for that, but it's weird, dude. Nobody knows. I don't know.
No, you're right. It's going to be into at least 2021. I don't think they're preparing people for what's to come. Like, I'm in Oklahoma, so obviously not any news on us other than Trump coming to our state to, you know, do his little thing. But it is what that is. But, you know, we were happy here in the last couple of months when we were getting 20, 35 cases. Now we've hit 787, 900 one day.
My theory is
we're getting up there in the crazy land for our population state. So that's why I'm saying I don't see shit returning to normal anytime soon. And then we've got local communities around here. You don't have to wear a mask here. You don't have to. We're going to open schools here in this city, and the next city over, you're not. So there's no kind of like concerted effort to actually do anything. So it just feels to me like all this shit's just going to drag on and on. And that's where I'm saying the casualties of this at some point have got to catch. How long could WWE have ratings like this before? I don't know. They're forced to put on fucking reruns or something else just has to be on TV. I don't know, man. It just the whole thing's fucked.
Yeah, I don't think I don't know what, man. I don't know. I think they need to. Well, the problem is we thought that things were going to go all right down in Florida, but now that what we've found out is that the rest of the country is experiencing their version of what happened in New York and in New England here. We had it up here already, so you guys are all experiencing that now around the country, and especially those states. And so now what you know is that every other time this has happened in Italy and in New York and wherever it happened, it always happens and it lasts a month or two. So now you're pushed back. We thought we were about to get maybe back to some normal and getting some crowds in there. Now it's like, nope, now you got about a month or 2 months of nothing again. So unless they move the operation to Massachusetts. If they move up to Connecticut or Mass, they could possibly do something because Massachusetts is moving into phase 3. And our numbers are steady at 100. Now, that could change, and maybe something will happen I don't know about. None of us know. But, right now the numbers are good, and hopefully they'll hold. So maybe WWE needs to think about, well, you know what? That's the area that has already been hit by the wave, and now they're, it's just like China and Italy right now. They're not spiking back up to insanity. They had their one spike. There's always one spike, and then a second wave that's crazy. That's what happened everywhere. So that's already happened in the Northeast. So, they need to be thinking about maybe renting a warehouse or something up here, and maybe once we get into a different phase, getting approval. But they'll never do that unless they could get approval from the state, one of the states up here, and they don't have that. They have the approval in Florida, though, so...
They got to be seeking it out at some point because, people can, the news, the politicians can deny shit all day long, but at some point, the numbers are what the numbers are. And they're, obviously, you're not getting back to anything that looks like a normal fucking wrestling show anywhere doing it in fucking Florida anytime soon without looking like an idiot, for doing it.
That's the problem.
Turning half the people off.
You think the problem is the one of the biggest issues is what makes the country great is that we all can have our own opinions about whatever and we're all free. But what the problem is that, like, you got on one side of it, you got people who are inflating the numbers, and what that's doing is that's driving the conspiracy people who don't believe it's really that big a deal. And so you're having these two different ideologies about what's really going on, and that's sort of like makes that's what makes us free, but it's also dangerous. But I don't know, man. I just throw on a mask. I don't care. Like, I don't think if you start.
No, that's right.
If you start,
here's my, like you mentioned, kind of up there in Mass and everything. You guys have already kind of gone through your wave, things like that, New York, and everybody else is probably going to get it in a similar way, but it's going to hit different people of different mindsets. So I'm in Oklahoma. I'm more probably of a thinking like you. I'm putting on a fucking mask. I'd rather be safe than sorry. Let's say, even if I've got a conspiracy mindset, I'd rather be safe than sorry. But you have a different mindset down here for the most part of these kind of people, where I think this could get extremely far worse. Because I think it will take the pain tolerance that these people will try to proudly go through because they're not pussies and they're not wearing no fucking mask is probably higher than in some more, maybe, I don't know, I'll just call it like it is, maybe a more agitated state or, something along them lines. And so I can see shit getting even worse. And that's where I worry about promotions. Like, it just seems to me like it's fucking doomed for any time soon. It just feels, it's like a fucking black cloud to me that some people feel like they're seeing light through, and I'm just seeing a fucking thunderstorm, like a supercell coming fucking through. It's nuts.
Yeah, it's like I'm putting up right now, like, that's Florida on the left. And what happens is this little COVID stuff lulls you in a false sense of security. Because you see it go on in Italy. When it happened in China, people were like, oh, whatever. January, I bought masks. Then people saw it in Italy, and they were like, oh, shit. And then the Italy people were like, oh, shit. Then you saw it in New York, and you were like, oh, shit, it's here now. And then the southern states were like, nah, it's not happening here, though. And now it's happening there. So there's this pattern every time of this spike. So these people in Florida are seeing this spike now. And you can see that spike. It happened in Massachusetts. We already had it, but it wasn't as high though. It's way higher in Florida than it was in Massachusetts. Even though we had a spike too, their spike is out of control because they probably were like, oh, it's going away or whatever. I don't believe in it. So whatever. I get it. I'm not. When you get into the more democratic states, people are more willing to like be like, all right, I'll wear a mask, and in the. When you wear a mask, you're protecting other people more than anything. So that you don't
right, and that's the piss poor part because I walk into a crowd, which I'm staying about as isolated as a motherfucker can get.
Yeah, me too.
You know, I'm not old, but I'm not fucking stupid either. So these other motherfuckers, though, are willingly they'll walk right the fuck up to you, man. I mean, if you ain't wearing a mask, you at least got to try to protect yourself in some form or fashion, because these motherfuckers will walk right up to you. They don't give a fuck. But that's what I'm saying. You see, people in Democratic states are more willing to maybe. What the Republicans would probably, or these Southern people where I live, would call go along, you know, because they're submissive is what it's looked at, though, like a pussy. And that's the problem. We can't all get on some kind of at least general mindset of. I mean, dude.
Well, that's the you're nailing. That's the thing is
problem.
What's great about that's the thing. What's great about Republicans is a lot of times is that they're willing to have freedom. No one's going to push them around, and they're going to be very strong-willed and do, you know, and be, you know, have freedom and do what they want to do. They're not going to go along with whatever.
There's nothing wrong with that.
But what's good about the left?
Other people, though.
Yeah.
At a certain point, that imposes on other people.
Right. It's weird. It's like you actually are imposing. It's like the needs of the many outweigh the needs of the few. It's the old Star Trek thing. So I just say, I put the mask on. But that's what's great about whether you're, you know, left or right, whatever your theory is. I get each mentality. I get both sides' mentality. But yeah, so like, but I just go with like, I'm gonna wear a mask. I don't see that when you start telling me I have to put a chip in my body. Oh, you know, when you start saying I gotta have a vaccine for something or put a chip in my body. I mean, listen, I'm not gonna go along with that. But hey, let's wear a mask.
You know, you put on the mask. Where does it go next? 666 on your arm and the fucking and the chip. How about this? We can worry about the chip when they try to put the fucking chip in you and they try to tattoo 666 on you. Right now, that's okay. We give up a fucking mask. How the fuck does that get us to the next level of installing a chip in my fucking brain?
Yeah, it's basically like being
it's an
like
illogical leap that they're making in their fucking brain.
I'm not gonna put a fucking seatbelt on. Fuck that.
Yeah,
shit
like
a
that.
Fucking seatbelt.
You break it down on a fundamental fucking basic level, it's fucking like that. The first motherfucker said, no, I'm gonna live free and die hard, flew out the fucking window with a fucking glass that didn't have any fucking protective fucking film on it and shattered his face and fucking died. You know, so we had to, that's just it. Well, why do we have to go through these fucking casualties to get to the point of where people can clearly see where the fuck this is going if we just take some preventative measures? Preventative measures just seems like it's fucking. I don't know. It's horse shit. It's more. I don't know, bro.
Yeah, no, I get what you're saying. I think I think people jump to too many conclusions about. Well, first it's wear a mask, and then they're going to take your. Like, it's like, all right, well, let's relax. Yeah, let's be aware that that's how governments take over people, and let's be careful. Right. But right now it's just a mask. So
yeah, let's not be naive about it. Yes, you give a little, they may take a little. But right now, they're not installing a fucking nano chip in your fucking brain when you go to the doctor. They're taking your fucking blood.
Do you know when they really took your freedom? They took your freedom in 2004 when they signed the fucking Patriot Act, by the way. And
exactly. They took away everything. People were worried about, well, what are they going to do? Spy on you through the chip they put in your fucking brain? You got a fucking phone that you can't part with already. They got everything they already fucking need.
That's what's hilarious.
The worst fucking thoughts in the world are in that motherfucker, because every time you went to the bathroom taking dirty shit, it's already in there. It's already there.
That's what's hilarious to me is
your camera already.
When someone's like,
I'm not freely with that.
I'm not going to wear this mask, and I'm like, well, but you're on Google. Like, I mean, you know, you're on Google, your phone, the Patriot Act. I mean, they paused stem cell research for like 9 years. They could have saved lives.
Tag their location, no matter where the fuck they're at. I mean, I see motherfuckers on Facebook. I'm here with 20 other motherfuckers. I just tagged them too. Nobody's got a problem with that.
It's weird too because George Bush Jr. and Obama, between George Bush Jr. and Obama, they literally took all your internet rights and all the freedoms you guys have. They both took them from you, and we're complaining about a mask. You should be worried about what the fuck they're really doing. Like,
well, what's different about this one is they got you with that with fear. You know, like we were actually going to be invaded by some people living in a fucking desert or something. You know, what the fuck? I mean, can you think about the occupation force they would have had to put together to come over here and take over the United States? Are you fucking kidding me? Nobody is ever going to come over here and take over this fucking land. Do you imagine the amount of fucking people that they would have to get over here, inconspicuously, mind you, to fucking sneak attack us? Red Dawn is a movie. It's not reality. It ain't fucking happening. But these motherfuckers gave up their rights gladly and said thank you. to something that they were afraid of and couldn't. It wasn't happening and never was. Something's happening right the fuck now, and they won't even put on a fucking mask. And they talk about this American standard. Americans will have each other's back. And in a time, bullshit. Your average motherfucker don't care about you, and he don't give a fuck. You got to watch out for yourself, because otherwise you're fucked.
That's what I'm noticing that more and more, and it's actually pushing a lot of people to that right sort of leaning political view, because they're getting more defensive and scared than ever. Like, oh man, I'm on my own. I just watched the Minneapolis Police Department burn. I better go get a gun. Yeah. Gun sales in Rhode Island are up 45%.
Yeah, it's fucking insane. And for the people that may be on your show or listening, or just have that general mind thinking that somebody talking like me is of democratic thinking, I fucking get it. Joe the fuck Biden? Are you fucking kidding me? That's what we have to vote for? But this is a conundrum we fucking painted ourselves into. This is a little fucking corner we're in, where it's so fucked up that we would... some people will be willingly glad to vote for this motherfucker that's clearly got fucking obvious dementia and fucking problems. I don't think there's much debate left about that. He's at least lost some capacity since he became vice president.
Do you think...
We'll say that.
I almost think it shows how we're not in control. The fact that we're going to watch these two guys debate soon, maybe, tells me like we have
fucking train wreck.
Yeah, this is what we came up with. Like this what the hell?
This is the best we got. 360 million motherfuckers, and this is the two we got to choose from. What the fuck?
Yeah,
I mean, it's a fucking sideshow, man. Are you fucking kidding me?
I don't understand, man. It's whacked out, dude. Like, it's really weird. Like, it's always been weird. It always has been like rigged and weird to, it really has. But the other guys have been so much more put together that we kind of didn't see it. I think this really exposes how weird we really are. Because I mean, Bush was hilarious for 8 years. He was like almost retarded. Remember, like
yeah. They've rebranded that motherfucker back into a saint. At this point, people, if that motherfucker was on the ballot right now, he'd win in a fucking landslide.
Even my wife is like, he's way better than Trump. I'm like, he's way better?
Yeah.
Are you serious? Like,
I know. My wife is like, oh look, he likes Ellen. I'm like, the motherfucker's a war criminal.
Yeah,
he fucking tortured fucking. Are you fucking kidding me?
Yeah, dude, he's become like a sweetheart or something. He's painting stuff. You're like, he took us to an illegal war. I'm pretty sure he looked away for 9/11.
Yeah, if it wasn't a conspiracy, it was at least passively looked over in a convenient way, if nothing more. I remember back when they were talking about 9/11 was an inside job, and I was saying, look at these fucking wackos. Now I look at them and go, what the fuck, man? Were they onto something? Where did the 9/11 buildings go? They did go to turn into fucking smoke and fucking fall in the footsteps. Jesse Ventura doesn't seem so crazy now.
I watched the buildings burn.
You see that? But now it's like, I don't know, man. It's like we're living in fucking bizarro world.
We are living in bizarre world. If I was the president, I would start taxing the churches. That's the first thing I would do. I wouldn't allow Minnesota to burn. No, okay. I appreciate the call, man. I got to get out of here, but a great call.
All right, bro. Hey, man, sorry for rambling on so long, man. Thanks for taking my call. And,
dude.
Keep it up. Love you. Love your work. Love you, Jake DeMarco, on Monday nights, man.
You got to call up again. I mean, it sounds like we got to start our own political show at this point on the other channel.
Yeah, man, we can hit it up, man. I got a lot more in the tank here, man, but I'm about 9 through a 12-pack, so I might be impaired just a bit.
Man, you sound pretty good for 9 or 12. I'd be like,
yeah, right.
All right, bro. Later, dude.
Persistence pays off, bro.
Good shit, dude. Good call, man. Great call, man. I appreciated it. I'm sure some people don't agree with him, and some people do. But I got what you were saying, man. A lot of it. That's the type of guy I enjoy talking to. We can have a debate on some things, learn something, maybe have another guy on, start fighting. It'd be fun. I'm out of here, everybody. Thank you for being here. Thanks for the calls. A whole bunch of calls came in actually, but I missed them because I was having too much fun with him. Shout out to Everyday Jam with the $200 bomb. He is the man. Everyday Jam. Shout out to the champion of the wheel, the queen, Amanda Carmen, and Everyday Jam. I potentially could maybe go live on Twitch. I don't know. I will let you know on Twitter and Patreon if I do. But I'm out of here. Thanks for being here, guys. Love y'all. That was Raw. 4.5 out of 10. Jake gave it a 5. What did you give it? Leave it in the chat. Good night. Hit up that Patreon, guys. Patreon.com/Joe Cronin Show. We could use a few more $25 producers to shout you out. New list coming tomorrow. Producer. Good night. Come on. Biden, Trump, Biden, Trump, Biden, President.
I be calling AP, he be cutting all his loud.
Who's gonna be the president? 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 Who the fuck will be the president? 3 out of 10 from J-Rod. Shout out to Nightmare. Thanks for the bits last night on Twitch, man. Twitch.tv/Joe Cronin JCS. Good night.